What's cracking? What's cracking? Yeah, man. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? What's up out there? Party people? What's up, party people? Party people in the place to be. Gee. Irish Goon in the building. Johnny Greens, MW. Yeah, man. We up in this bitch early. Early. I told you I was coming in early today. I told y'all I was coming in early today. Carlos in the building. I told y'all I was coming in early today. Everything's gravy. You feel me? You figure deal me? You figure deal me? We in this bitch. Early.
Enforcement officials are doing, because of what citizens and neighborhood patrols are doing, we're making some progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing, because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one.
Okay, we're gonna get into it early, man. Oh, Hillary. Oh, Hillary. Oh man, we got the kick stream. If you want stream, y'all, you can see the kick stream too. Shout out to everybody watching on Kit. We gonna have to go to Kick today, man. We gonna have to go to Kick later, man. To show some of this violence, man. A lot of this violence we can't show on YouTube, man. We got to go to Kick, man. Later on, man. Salute everybody. Happy Juneteenth too, man. Happy Juneteenth to everybody out there, man. Happy Juneteenth, man. It's the 10th of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Salute to everybody watching on X, man. Shout out to Texas Tigers. Clinton looking good. Yeah, Clinton looked like, man, why was he cheating on her, man? Bill was being greedy, man. Bill greedy ass, man. Bill being greedy, man. Yeah, man. Bill was being greedy. Hillary was looking fine back then, man. To look like a young Rebecca De Mornay. Mm. We in this bitch. Juneteenth, man. What are you guys doing for Juneteenth? Everybody tell me in the chat, what are y'all doing for Juneteenth, man? How y'all celebrating this glorious day, man? What y'all doing to commemorate this glorious day? The 10th of the month. It's the 10th. It's the 10th of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Yes, you checks and come on, come on, come on. Yeah, man, it's the 10th. It's the 10th, man. This time honored tradition that we've been celebrating for eons, man. The 10th. Stand indoors on the 10th. A lot of people stand indoors on the 10th. Staying indoors. That's probably a good idea, man. That's probably a good idea, man. Stay indoors on the 10th. That's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Hey. Shut up. Mm, yeah. It's the 10th of the month. How's everybody doing, man? Juneteenth in the building, man. What are you guys doing for Juneteenth? I think people don't expect me to be here this early, man. People not expecting me to be here this early. I'm here, though. I'm here. He said, "What make this consistent?" Yeah, man. We'll try to, man. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to. We're gonna get into this Hillary thing a little later, man. Let's see what's happening Juneteenth, man.
Scranton came alive to celebrate Juneteenth with a block party. And so did Wilkes-Barre. Wilkes-Barre's public square was where the Unity Collective chose to host a Juneteenth block party.
There has never been a Juneteenth held on the public square. As you all know, Wilkes-Barre is one of the most diverse communities we have in Luzerne County, right? And sometimes we don't have the space to really showcase that.
But with the first ever Juneteenth on public square, they had all the space they needed to showcase the culture and tradition of the holiday.
To just, celebrate the culture and to, like the jump rope, the food, the music, everything that it means to be African American, and also to celebrate what my ancestors did to be free.
Juneteenth is an anniversary of June 19th, 1865, the day the last enslaved people in the country were told they were free, 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation.
Even though we were freed, we weren't really free in Texas. We were still enslaved. So this is just solidifies the fact that in 1865, the last of us were actually really free.
In the past decade, widespread awareness of Juneteenth has led to celebrations all across the country, even in neighboring cities like Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, where Juneteenth has been celebrated in a big way for 6 years.
There's so much history and so much to celebrate and so many connections to American history and Black American history. And I just wanted to do something for our community.
Makes me proud, that we're recognizing our history. We're not living in the past, but we're showing respect to the past and to those before us.
Audie Iyer, Newswatch 16.
Hey, man, don't let me rain on your Juneteenth parade, man. I don't want to rain on your Juneteenth parade.
Today does mark Juneteenth, a celebration of freedom and a commemoration of the emancipation of slavery in the United States. Here in Spokane, dozens gathered at Grant Park to honor, reflect, and celebrate the significance of this day. Well, the celebration is coming to a close at Grant Park. Marissa Rio joins us there now live. And Marissa, you were there earlier when the celebration was in full swing. How was that?
Jordan, Kirsten, it's been a lively afternoon here in Grant Park. As you mentioned, the celebration is winding down, but as you can see, there are still quite a few people and quite a few booths still here today. This space has been packed with music, food, and community. And while this celebration has brought joy for many, it's also held a deeper meaning.
Welcome to Juneteenth. We appreciate you all being here.
A wave of excitement washed over Grant Park as the community gathered to celebrate Juneteenth, commemorating the ending of slavery in the United States.
Juneteenth means celebration of family and freedom. The way the environment is right now, Community is important. We all need to come together.
The way what environment is right? What is he talking about? The way the environment is right now. What does that mean? Like, what the fuck does that mean? The way the environment is right now. What? Like, listen, I go places. I see people. There's nothing going on. There's no environment. There's nothing going on. Nobody's going through nothing. Unless you're a legal immigrant. You niggas ain't going through nothing.
Come together and understand what each other is going through.
And that's exactly what Spokane did. The community came together from all backgrounds to celebrate freedom and unity. The park was lined with Juneteenth booths from local NAACP leaders to legal resources and organizations promoting diversity and inclusion. There was live music, food, bounce houses for kids, and for many families, it was also a chance to educate the next generation.
He's working with some things,
Also a chance to educate the next generation.
It's a day that we can celebrate and recognize that no more bondage, no more slave, no more chains. And so for me and my family, it's just important that I keep that heritage going and keep that knowledge embedded into their lives.
Lakeisha Davis's daughter is already carrying that message forward.
The history of Black people and how they overcame slavery and got their freedom and were free and got their rights.
Reflection was a common theme in today's celebration.
A time for us to come together and reminisce about what our ancestors had to endure, to go through. Understanding, to me, this is my 4th of July.
Tonight at 6, the NAACP will continue these conversations with a fireside chat at Gonzaga. For more information, go to our website at kxly.com.
Yeah.
It's a day filled with history, culture, and community as dozens come together to celebrate Juneteenth. Ashley Waters got the chance to join the community event today. So Ashley, this day marks a powerful moment in American history.
That's right, Kearney. Through the Emancipation Proclamation was issued in 1863. It was not until June 19th of 1865 that the word of freedom reached the last enslaved people in Texas. And it was not until 2021 that it became a federal holiday. Juneteenth is a time to reflect on freedom and history. And today the community came together to do just that.
The Spirit of Excellence hosted a Juneteenth celebration this afternoon at Joannick Park to bring the community together for the Juneteenth holiday.
Whereas on June 19th, 1865, months after the Civil War ended, and more than 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, freeing enslaved people, Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas, to free 250,000 people still held in bondage. The arrival of Major General Gordon Granger and his troops signaled the federal government would not relent until the last enslaved people in America were free.
Mayor Tim Short started the celebration by reciting the Emancipation Proclamation and declared June 19th as Juneteenth Celebration Day in Wichita Falls. The celebration included local vendors, live music, praising, different types of foods, and performances honoring African heritage. Short says the holiday reveals freedom, justice, and equality, and that it will always prevail. Many residents say this was a long time coming and are thankful that the mayor finally declared.
Juneteenth is in full swing.
Eyewitness News exclusive about an underground attack. A mother and her baby sprayed in the face with what she believes to be pepper spray while they were riding the subway. Why? Well, she says it all happened because she refused to let the guy use her cell phone. It was on an M train near Court Street and 23rd Street, the station in Long Island City. And Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu live in Astoria now with this exclusive interview and the search that continues for the guy that did this. Janice.
Well, Mike, the good news here is that the mom and the baby are okay. They are physically going to recover from all of this. But you can imagine just how scary this was. They spent hours in the ER making sure that 11-month-old baby didn't have any lasting impacts from what they believe was pepper spray. The mom says it just happened in the blink of an eye, and she just really in that moment had no idea what was going on. All she could think about was making sure her baby was safe.
He just came out of nowhere and did that to me.
This 25-year-old mom says she and her baby were on the southbound M train approaching Court Square 23rd Station around 11 o'clock this morning, when all of a sudden her eyes started burning and she was struggling to breathe.
A guy just came out of nowhere and he threw us a pepper spray to me and my child.
She spoke exclusively with Eyewitness News as she walked out of the emergency room at Mount Sinai, Queens, with her 11-month-old daughter Friday afternoon. She says she ran out of the station right after the attack, clutching her baby, who had also been sprayed.
I was just crying, thinking about my baby, trying to relax myself, trying to calm myself, because if I will be more nervous, it's nothing. It was not going to be worth it, to be honest. So I was just trying to calm myself, but at the same time, I was really, really scary. I was crying.
He said, who could have done this? I hope it wasn't the sun, man. It's Juneteenth, man. It's Juneteenth. I hope it wasn't the sun, man. We got to take Juneteenth off, man, with all the crime, man. Let's take Juneteenth off, y'all.
And I was screaming to the people, like, get out of the train because somebody's here trying to do something bad to us.
The 25-year-old says the attacker is someone she had a brief interaction with on the platform of the 36th Street station. She says the man asked to borrow her phone and she said no. Police say this man ran off after the attack, and while the mom and the baby girl are now okay physically, the 25-year-old tells us this random attack has rattled her sense of security.
People, they just come to you out of nowhere and trying to do something bad to you. And the only thing that you're trying to get is home. This is something that I can't even think about it anymore, that I'm just trying to be calm.
Well, again, thank goodness that the mom and the baby are okay. Police have not yet released a description of that suspect. And this mom says she hopes others hear her story and it serves as a reminder to always remain vigilant when you're out in public. Live in Astoria, Janice Yu, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Okay, Janice, thank you.
Janice Yu.
Tonight, the Upton neighborhood is paying tribute to a man killed by police this week after city police say he shot an officer during a pursuit. Residents say BJ was a beloved Arabber who sold fruits and vegetables from a horse-drawn cart. But critics say he's far from a victim. Fox 45's Jeff Abel was at tonight's vigil and joins us live with the community response. Jeff.
Kai, dozens of people gathered to salute their friend tonight and unleash their anger over his loss. But police officers are defending their actions tonight and describing exactly what happened here and why. On Fremont Street, where he stabled his horses, friends gathered tonight to salute their friend.
We lost a beautiful soul.
Bilal Abdullah was a popular Arabber who delivered fresh fruit to Baltimore's inner city communities. Friends describe Abdullah as being short in stature, but large in personality.
When he walked the street, you'll see him a block away. He make a lot of noise to be a little guy, but he do it. They love him because it's in him. It's in the genes.
But Tuesday night here at Pennsylvania and Lawrence, Abdullah lost his life during an exchange of gunfire with police. Investigators say Abdullah displayed a gun and threatened officers who arrived on the scene. And in a statement from the city police union today, the suspect chose to escalate the situation by pulling out a gun and firing on police, not only putting the officers at risk, but also the public. When officers fired back, a violent crowd formed, assaulting officers and preventing officers from providing care to the suspect.
They trying to make it sound like he was such this bad guy. No, he wasn't. You see how many people out here love him? He wasn't no bad guy. He was an upstanding citizen.
The attorney.
Well, I mean, having all those people out there doesn't really mean anything about your character. So this guy shot a cop. He was shooting at the cops when he was shot. Wow.
He's an upstanding citizen.
The Attorney General's office is now investigating the case. At a vigil tonight, friends complained that Abdullah should never have lost his life.
They should have got him to the ER when they were supposed to, and they didn't.
The president of the police union is defending the officers' actions, writing in a statement, the citizens of Baltimore need to decide whether they want law and order or chaos. Those who know Abdullah find it hard to accept.
He was loved. He loved everybody.
Well, officers involved in this case were wearing body cameras, and the footage will likely become key in determining how all of this went down. Jeff Abel, Fox 45 News.
The victim in this recent armed robbery and attempted carjacking in Fells Point.
We did that one. We did that one.
And Union County is still searching for 2 suspects accused of nearly beating a man to death. Now, 4 other people have already been taken into custody in this brazen attack that happened in February. As Queen City News anchor Robin Kennedy tells us, deputies say it's a miracle the victim lived.
It was down this desolate road off Highway 74 where deputies say 6 gang members carried a man they had kicked, beaten, hit with a gun, tied up, and thrown in a trunk. Investigators say they dumped him there to die.
They tried to get him to a place where he wouldn't be found. That's what we believe.
It was 1 a.m, late February, 20 degrees out, when someone driving by saw the naked, bloodied man on the side of Hayes Road and called for help.
That time of the morning, with it being dark on that road, it's a miracle that someone was coming through there and saw him.
It took almost 4 months, but investigators arrested these 3 men and 1 more. But 2 others, Natsalane Madison and Jamari Grady, are still on the run. Investigators say they're all members of the Crips, accused of beating the man up at a house party. Deputies believe the suspects, who are from Cheraw and Columbia, came all the way from South Carolina to rent an Airbnb here in Union County for a reason.
The Weddington area has really nice homes. We've seen in the past people come to this area to rent a really nice home.
And this is not the first time they've had problems at a party.
6 or 7 years ago in Indian Trail, there was an Airbnb rental that ended in a homicide investigation.
They believe the men they're still looking for are back in South Carolina.
I would definitely consider them dangerous at this point.
They want to catch them quickly. In Union County, Robin Kennedy, Queen City News.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.
Wow. A lot going on this weekend.
In court, we learned this suspected scheme to keep Dixon away from police started within minutes after he allegedly shot 2 police officers. And now a mother and daughter, 2 sisters, and Dixon's own girlfriend among those charged with hiding him from the law. 8 suspects in court Friday morning, all accused of helping Devontae Dixon stay one step ahead of police after Dixon was charged with shooting 2 Mifflin Township police officers last month. The suspects charged with obstructing justice to help Dixon, who police say masqueraded as a woman while in hiding.
Where they observed Mr. Dixon dressed as a female with a pink sweatshirt, pink plaid pants, and a pink shower cap. He entered a white Chevy Malibu and drove away.
This Franklin County Sheriff Office video shows suspects being rounded up by deputies and the U.S. Marshal Service within hours on Wednesday.
They didn't panic. They didn't report him. They became part of Dixon's safe house circle.
Police body camera video shows Dixon flee May 28th, seconds after the officers were shot during a traffic stop. In court Friday, prosecutors say Dixon ran to a home on Woodland Avenue just 800 feet from where the 2 officers were hit. Grace Mellon accused of allowing Dixon to use her phone to make calls in the home and allegedly applied makeup to Dixon to make him appear like a woman. Police say Mellon's sister Caitlin and her boyfriend Isaiah Engel drove Dixon to another home. During Elijah Robinson's arraignment, prosecutors said Robinson was seen with Dixon during the manhunt, but Robinson denied that accusation.
Mr. Dixon exits the apartment with Mr. Robinson, and they get into a vehicle, I believe.
Authorities arrested Dixon 48 hours after the officer shootings in a home on Thelma Drive with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. A 9th person, a woman who lived in the home where Dixon was found, charged a few days later with obstructing justice. Dixon, who faces several charges, including attempted murder on the officers, remains hospitalized. The 8 suspects arrested Wednesday, now locked up behind bars. On your side, Steve Levine, ABC 6 News.
Thanks for watching the ABC 6 News YouTube channel.
Bringing you breaking news, stories, sports, and original content throughout Central Ohio.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out.
ABC 6 News is on your side.
Man, let me drop the damn the link, man. Oh man, let me drop the link, man. Jeez. Let me drop the link, man. Let me drop the link, man. Let me drop the link, man. All right, I got my nap out the way. That's my nap for the night. That's my nap for the night. I got my nap out the way. I got my nap for the night. We got our nap out the way.
New tonight, 8 people are now facing charges accused of helping the man suspected of shooting 2 Mifflin Township police officers.
Law enforcement had some harsh words for the people they say helped to hide and move Davante Dixon from place to place after that shooting. Steve Levine is live right now with what we're learning about this case. Steve?
Well, I've gotten the charging documents for all 8 suspects. The papers say the suspects hid and then moved Dixon from place to place while he was running for police. Tonight, those suspects locked up in the Franklin County Jail, charged with obstructing justice. Franklin County Sheriff Office video capturing the arrest of 8 people, including a mother and daughter, 2 sisters, and the girlfriend of Davion.
Damn, bro.
And daughter, 2 sisters, and the girlfriend of Davionte Dixon. They're accused of harboring the wanted fugitive, wanted for the shooting of 2 Mifflin Township police officers last month during a traffic stop.
These were Dixon's trap rat friends, people who apparently thrive off of chaos.
Jesus. That's a wicked bunch right there, man. Shout out to you said you still haven't loaded the June 4th. I haven't. What's going on, man? I haven't uploaded it.
If you upload it, if you upload it to Rumble by the end of the hangout, I'll send you another super chat for £5.
Operation Gold, June 4th. You know what I do? I just upload the whole thing. I just upload the whole.
Upload it to Rumble. Won't be any problems then.
I upload it to this channel.
All right.
Yeah, I upload it to this channel.
Yeah, well, they might strike it.
I mean, I take. Yeah.
Upload it to Rumble.
Nah, it's easy to just upload it to this channel. I'll do that later on.
Let me know when you've done it. I'll send you another super chat.
Yeah. Black Hitler. Who's Black Hitler?
No, this is Fisherman.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ, man.
Y'all hit the PayPal, the Cash App, the Super Chat. You can't get this nowhere else. Got high quality sleeping content for y'all. Coming to you live.
Yeah, man. I had to take my nap for the day, man. Just to you know what I mean, let y'all know that, you know, it's really me, man. Y'all might have thought it was AI. It's really me, man. Look at this bunch. Look at this crew, man. What are we doing with this, Fisherman?
Straight to jail.
Waste of white skin. Waste of white skin, that one.
Oh, man.
Dixon's trap rat friends. People who apparently thrive off of chaos and think justice can be outrun.
Charting documents obtained by ABC6 reveal after Dixon fled the shooting scene, he ran to a home on Woodland Avenue about 840 feet from where the officers were shot, where one of the suspects said he appeared out of breath and visibly distressed. A suspect telling police makeup was applied to Dixon so he could be disguised as a woman. At one point, wearing a pink sweatshirt, pink plaid pants, and a bonnet to avoid being caught.
Instead of taking a $40,000 reward, they chose to help a cop shooter try to disappear.
Authorities say Dixon obtained a second gun while on the run as he was moved from several different locations to avoid being captured.
These individuals we apprehended today had an opportunity to help us capture Dixon before he committed another violent act. Instead, they chose to help him evade arrest.
Dixon was taken into custody 48 hours after the police shooting with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Jayla Call, who lived in the home where Dixon was located, charged with obstructing justice shortly after.
Got a lot of friends, though, haven't they? How many people? How many people do you know would sell you out for less than $40,000?
That's some hills have eyes type shit right there.
Yes, he do have a nice circle. His friend group is very, very loyal, man.
And
very diverse. Jeez, man, it look like Braveheart, man. Or I don't know, what's that dude? Carrot Top.
Mm-hmm.
Carrot Top, man. Is that a woman or is that a man?
That's a woman.
You seem so sure, man. Salute the Irish Goon. He said, "What up, Art? Happy Sunday. I don't know what's funny. Are you snoozing on your comedy? Snooze Fest 2025. Salute to the press." Yeah, no, man. Listen, man. I had to do that, man. I had to take a little nap, man. So y'all would.
You went too hard during Juneteenth.
Yeah, I know, man.
Tuckered out.
Exactly, man. Slavery, man. So all the weight of all that slavery. Jeez, man. Give a brother a break, man. Wow. They are really fucking with the number. We got 80 people almost an hour into the show. That is like an all-time low. I don't know what's going on with this shit. That's like an all-time low. Like literally, this is like an all-time low.
They're probably all at Stonehenge dancing around the monolith.
Huh? What you say?
They probably got a Stonehenge dancing around the stones.
Yeah, that's
what the Druids do.
White.
Don't forget it's blacks who built it.
Yeah, blacks. Yeah, we built everything.
And the pyramids.
Yes, we did. We built everything. Everything. So let's see.
Obstructing justice shortly after Dixon was arrested. Investigators not ruling out more arrests could be filed in the case. And we have learned new information about those two officers who were shot. The first officer has been released from the hospital, but he is having issues in connection with being able to move his hand. The second officer, he remains hospitalized, but he will be okay, authorities say. He just has a long road of recovery ahead. We're live with the Franklin County Corrections Officer, Steve Levine, ABC 6 News.
Thank you for watching the ABC 6.
In court, we learned this suspect.
He got 8 people locked up, man. That's crazy, man. Let's see. What else is going on in this Juneteenth? Oh, isn't this guy, man?
Other news now, a man charged with using his vehicle as a weapon to kill a Hamilton County deputy was in court today.
Rodney Hinton Jr. is facing the death penalty, and WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick was in the courtroom for the hearing. He's live tonight with more on the story. Hi, Brian.
Yeah, Cherie, well, we learned today the defense says there is video of Hinton inside the Cincinnati police station in the hours prior to the deputy's death, and they believe that video could be key in showing his mental state.
Rodney Hinton Jr. appears in front of the cameras.
We're here for a pretrial state versus Rodney Hinton.
His defense team has filed a motion about a different set of cameras.
A motion to preserve some audio video recordings.
They want the video from inside the Cincinnati police station the day Hinton went to see this body cam. It shows Cincinnati police shooting Hinton's son, 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, to death.
Listen, man, they're still trying to show the angle that makes it look like he didn't do nothing. And it's more complicated than that. Dude had a gun, he dropped it, he picked it back up. There's cops at different angles of the situation. It's just a damn shame, man. It really is, man. It's just a goddamn shame, man. That they're still trying to make it look like this was just a random shooting. Cops just rolled up and saw a black man running and shot him. They're still trying to perpetrate that, man.
As the teen pointed a gun at an officer, prosecutors say the father was agitated. Apparently, that was caught on video too. Hinton's defense team says it all triggered a mental breakdown, causing him to run over and kill Hamilton County Deputy Larry Henderson in retribution. Hinton's attorney, Clyde Bennett.
I've seen a slight improvement, but I still think that he's experiencing the residual effect of a psychotic episode. He's still medicated.
Bennett believes multiple videos will be important to his case, including some we've obtained like this. It shows the transport between jails and the Claremont County intake in the hours after the attack.
You have a serious medical or mental health issue that needs immediate attention?
All of that is relevant with respect to his mental state. I need that information ASAP.
In a case where what's caught on camera can be used to tell more than one story.
Yeah, now the Hinton family is filing a civil lawsuit in that case against Cincinnati police involving the son, the death of the Ryan Hinton, the son in this case. Now the father, his defense team says they don't think the outcome of that will have anything or any impact at all on the criminal case. Reporting live, Brian Hemrick, WLWT News.
Jeez. So let's see what's going on in Cincinnati on this Juneteenth weekend.
Eruption over the Rhine last night, leaving this 16-year-old dead, and police are now searching for answers yet again. Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Cherie Palello.
And I'm Chris Jacobs. The teen was shot inside an apartment building near busy restaurants and all the shopping in OTR. Tonight, we're learning more about the victim. WLWT News 5's Brian Hamrick is live with the story. Brian.
So we got a 16-year-old dead in Cincinnati for Juneteenth weekend, man. Shout out to Brian, man. He says, peace, Ak and nation. Happy summer. RP DVK. Shout out to DVK. Found treasures. Shout out to Brian, man. Salute to you, man. Supporting the channel, man. Appreciate you, man. Let's see, man. So we're starting off early, man. We got and everybody do me a favor. Everybody hit that like button, man. Smash the like button. Everybody take a moment and smash the like button. Like, just pulverize it right now, man. We got 16-year-old black kid dead in Juneteenth weekend, man. I'm sure that the Black Lives Matter and Al Sharpton and Ben Crump on their way. So we want to break the story.
Now, Chris, well, this victim, this teenager, was pretty well known. He was well liked in the neighborhood, and he was working.
What does that say to you about him, Fisherman? If he is well known as a teenager in the black community, what does that to let you know?
He probably has a lemonade stand. Am I wrong? Am I off on that?
Yeah, I think you're a little bit off.
Okay.
Just a little bit, yeah. If you're well known as a teenager, man, you're in the midst of the action, man. You've done.
He works at the public library, and that's where everybody sees him.
No, not.
I'm wrong again.
Yeah, you're like, actually you're getting like colder. You're getting cold.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
2 jobs, but his entire future was cut short in a split second. This stairwell was the last thing the victim ever saw.
Wow.
We got a shooting here. 1325, right on floor. Copy. Do have a shooting.
And it took those who knew Rasheed Mills right to the doorstep of grief.
I know the family personally. It's sad.
Rodonna Lawson was brought to tears. And in this OTR neighborhood along Vine Street, there are others dealing with loss that comes at the speed of a bullet.
Just that quick. And everybody think it's cool. It's not.
The gunfire erupted about 9:30 last night.
In the back apartments, I need some officers to stage up there.
As blunt as a description of what happened.
Direct shot to the chest.
Rasheed Mills had just turned 16. His father, who didn't want to appear on camera, says the teen had 2 summer jobs, one at 3CDC and another as a counselor at a camp for kids with diabetes. The apartment is in the area south of Liberty Street, where there has been less crime than other parts of OTR, that rattled visitors who just arrived in the city.
First, we heard like one bang we thought was fireworks.
So he started.
That mulatto brother with his white woman, man. You almost completed the job.
Two Melungeons, I think.
The job's almost complete, man. All you gotta do is have a baby, man, and you be unblack, man. The unblackening will be complete, man. Just slow and steady, man. Don't fuck it up now, man.
Rattled visitors who just arrived in the city.
First, we heard like one bang we thought was fireworks.
So he starts running and I'm running and I'm just like, where are we going? I'm like, just get us somewhere. I'm shaking. We finally got upstairs.
Now an entire community brought
a step closer to uneasiness with what happened to Rashid Mills in this stairway. Yeah, no known motive for this shooting, but police do not believe this was a random thing. They believe there was something between this teen and the shooter. Reporting live, Brian Hemrick, WLWT News 5.
And Brian, so often we're talking about stories just like this. Are we learning anything about a possible suspect?
Yeah, no solid information on a suspect at this point, but we do know that there was a witness. But this witness was so distraught, so shaken up, they had to take that person to the hospital as well. Hopefully, police will be able to get some more information a little later as this continues. Chris?
Brian, thank you so much.
Wow.
We're also learning more tonight about the 16-year-old who was shot and killed in Over the Rhine last night.
Yeah, so that teenager was shot inside an apartment building near busy restaurants and shopping, and of course the popular Washington Park. WLWT News 5's Rachel Hersheimer joining us live with what we're learning about that teen. Rachel.
Yeah, Chris, and Rashid Mills was just loved by so many people. He was a sophomore at Taft High School. He was also going to be a counselor in training at a camp for kids with diabetes, but all of that was taken away within seconds last night. Tonight, the city and school community is mourning the loss of 16-year-old Rashid Mills.
It's heartbreaking anytime we lose any young person, lose anyone to violence.
Police say Mills was shot at an apartment on Vine Street and Over the Rhine. He was taken to the hospital where he died. His father tells WLWT Mills was a Taft High School sophomore. He was getting ready to be a counselor in training at a camp for kids with diabetes. The camp director told WLWT in part, Rashid was a valued member of our camp family and will be deeply missed. Our thoughts are with his family and friends during this unimaginably difficult time.
Violence of any sort, especially of our young people, is just horrendous. It is a battle that we are fighting as a community.
CPS's board president says she is heartbroken.
We will do everything that we can to support the students within the school community where he was, and then also the families as well, and the city in supporting the efforts to figure out what happened.
As the warmer weather continues, the city's trying to curb teen violence by hosting.
As the warmer weather continues, so it's the weather's fault. Wow. Let's see what else is going on.
Some breaking news this morning out of Bed-Stuy. A man shot and killed outside an apartment building on Marcy Avenue. News 12's Edric Robinson has been following this. He's at the scene this morning. So, Edric, checking in with you. What's going on out there?
Yeah, Christy, I'm here on Marcy Avenue, just steps away from where that deadly shooting happened late last night. You can see crime scene tape. They're still up here, but take a look behind me. Crime scene units, they arrived here just a short time ago. They've been here collecting evidence on the sidewalk here. I counted at least 6 markers on this sidewalk. Now take a look at the scene just before midnight. Here's some video here. This video shows emergency crews pulling up, neighbors watching on from the sidewalk as police started to block off the area. Detectives were on hand using flashlights to search the sidewalks here. Now, what we know so far is that police say a 30-year-old man was shot multiple times out here in front of this building, 541 Marcy Avenue. He was rushed to the hospital, but he didn't survive. And so far,
look at all these suits, man. Look at all these men, man. They down there like, what happened? Well, you know what happened. It always happens. Jeez Christ, man. Oh man.
A woman in Rutherford County caught in the act of dumping trash on the side of the road. Deputies asked her to clean it up.
As News 2's Kenley Hargett reports, people living along Asbury Road say they've had it with the dumping and are glad someone is finally facing the consequences.
Caught on camera, a woman dumps trash on Asbury Road in Murfreesboro. It happened Monday, but according to Rutherford County Sheriff deputies, the suspect and the other people in the car were unaware that they were all caught on camera.
I think it's really sad because it's a beautiful area, and I don't know why people are doing that.
Sherry Pasquale enjoys spending time outside with her granddaughter and told me it's far too common to see litter in her neighborhood. But hearing that someone was arrested for dumping trash gives her hope.
It's great, make the person that's...
Jesus Christ, man. White woman just dumping trash everywhere, man. This is terrible, man. This is fucking awful. Press 1. Everybody, man, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, with a Super Chat. Shout out to Irish Goon, man. Let's see if we can get some people to take the $5 challenge, man. Support the channel, man. On a Friday, man. Let's see.
Gives her hope.
It's great, make the person that's responsible clean it up.
According to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office, an officer sorted through the trash and was able to identify the suspect, who was later charged with littering and driving with a suspended license. That deputy later ended up asking the suspect to clean up the trash, which was all caught on camera. Neighbors consider this a victory, but they also showed me what they call ground zero of dumping at the end of the street. As some neighbors believe the arrest was a victory, they now want authorities to send a message that dumping needs to stop.
Makes me feel fantastic. Our Rutherford County sheriffs are the absolute best they are. However, it's time to start locking these people up. It's time to get tough.
Reporting in Murfreesboro, Kenley Hargett, News 2.
Yeah, that's right, white man. Bring back law and order, man. Bring back law and order.
Today, the spouses of both victims took the stand during a preliminary hearing for Byron Childers. He is accused of shooting 3 people in May. 2 of them died, including 46-year-old John Biddle and 51-year-old Stacy Wright. The only survivor.
What? You over there? You awfully quiet over there, guys. Y'all awfully quiet over there, guys.
Would you like me to shout random bullshit like KB does?
No. But y'all are awfully quiet over there, man.
Got a suggestion for you, Rack.
Go ahead.
Do you think racism was worse in the 1940s than it is now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what is racism? What does that mean? Like, what is racism?
Racial bigotry, anti-Negroism
from white people.
Yeah.
On the blacks. Yes, I think that it was segregation. So black people, we were segregated by laws.
What about in Britain?
Know what I mean?
What about in Britain?
I don't know. What do you think?
Look up the case of Leroy Henry, and you get a surprise.
Just go ahead and tell me, man.
He was a black soldier serving with the U.S. Army in 1944. He was accused of raping a white woman who was prostituting herself. He was tried by a military tribunal, sentenced to death. Look at what happened next.
Okay.
It'll astound you.
Okay, thank you for that, man.
There's a case in America as well. 1931, a white woman named Dorothy Skaggs accused her, forgetting the guy's names, accused him of rape. Police bit a confession out of it. He was convicted and sentenced to death. But look what happened there. Look at the outcome of that.
Okay.
He is accused of shooting 3 people in May. 2 of them died, including 46-year-old John Biddle and 51-year-old Stacy Wright. The only survivor of that shooting, a man who was driving an ice cream truck. News 2's Mai Owens is here in the studio. And Mai, today some strong emotions felt on that witness stand.
That's exactly right, Haley. The widow of John Biddle described the accused shooter, Byron Childers, as a friend to the family. Often they would talk about his boat, saying hi, or waving to each other in the neighborhood. But testimony today painted a picture of anything but friendly.
All rise. We're here on the matter of State of Tennessee versus Byron Dean Childers.
Inside the Murray County Courthouse, Brian Childers sitting and listening just a month after he's accused of shooting 3 people, killing 2.
This is my husband's mechanic shirt that he used to always wear when he worked as a mechanic. I've worn it every day since. It just makes me feel like he's still here with me.
Taking the witness stand, Amy Biddle describing her husband's last moments.
Mr. Childers turned around and looked at me and said that it's all going to be okay, that we're going to own all of this, and do I trust him?
Her husband, John Biddle, died at the scene. According to court documents, Childers was walking down this street with a rifle when he shot Biddle multiple times, shouting "Demon from hell," and it was safe now.
He walked back over by John, spit on his body, and then as I was talking to the 911 operator, he was yelling, telling the operator that we had everything that we needed. We didn't need any help. And I said, yes, I do. I said, my husband is laying here and bleeding.
Shortly after, at a nearby home, Stacy Wright and her husband were alerted by their Ring doorbell to a commotion outside.
I could hear her unlock the door. Just sound like immediately when she opened up the door, I heard a lot of gunshots.
Wearing a button with his wife's picture, Sean became emotional as he described Stacy's wounds, even using towels to stop the bleeding.
She was breathing very, very heavy at the time, and I was starting to see some blood. And she really wasn't communicating.
Mm-hmm.
But
Stacy would later die at the hospital. And a mental health evaluation has been ordered for Childers as he remains in jail. But coming up on News 2 at 6, more testimony from one of the victim's wife as she described being assaulted herself just moments after her husband was gunned down. Haley.
Wow, man. We getting some good old white crime.
News Channel 3 at 5.
First at 5 on your news leader, a frightening attack caught on camera. An 18-year-old is now in jail accused of shooting a DoorDash driver at a packed restaurant on Lamar. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock. As it turns out, the suspect is no stranger to police. WREG's Harrison Klopp has been following the story and joins us now live from the American Deli at Lamar and Democrat. And Harrison, what have you learned about this?
Greg, Stephanie, good evening. 18-year-old Malik Wills has been arrested 3 times in 3 months. This time he's being held without bond on a charge of attempted second-degree murder.
This was the scene at American Deli on Lamar Avenue Thursday, as police say Malik Wills watched a DoorDash driver pick up an order from the counter. According to officers, this video shows Wills pull out a handgun and fire 10 shots at the victim, as other customers try to run to safety. Newly released court documents show the victim managed to get away because the gunman's...
You're muted.
This is second-degree attempted murder? This motherfucker called... What?
10 shots at point-blank range. Didn't get him.
Look at the mayhem and the fear he caused. He could have shot a bunch of other people, man. This is crazy. So what was the reason?
This was the scene at American Deli on Lamar Avenue Thursday, as police say Malik Wills watched a DoorDash driver pick up an order from the counter. According to officers, this video shows Wills pull out a handgun and fire 10 shots at the victim, as other customers try to run to safety. Newly released court documents show the victim managed to get away because the gunman's weapon jammed. The suspect, Malik Wills, has been arrested 3 times in recent months. Police say he was one of 3 people caught in a stolen car back in April. He was released on his own recognizance days later. Last month, Wills was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault after dozens of shots were fired at a home in East Memphis. After a couple of days in jail, he was released again on a $50,000 bond. Tonight, Wills waits another bond hearing after this latest arrest in Thursday's shooting. He's expected back in court on Monday.
Okay, Alexander, do you think the criminal justice system in America is racist?
Well, I mean, does it discriminate against blacks or against or in favour of whites? The criminal justice system is, let me put it this way, the guilty have nothing to fear from it, only the innocent. They shaft people left, right and centre. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you're black or white. Sometimes it doesn't even matter how much money you got. Look at the way they treated Trump.
Hey, man. I'm gonna need you to rein all that in, man. I asked you a simple question.
Not well. It's not as simple as that. If you look
Well, I mean, listen, man. We for the show, sake of the show. What do you think? Can you simplify your answer?
Do I think people are treated unfairly because they're black? Just because they're black? No.
Okay.
Do I think they're treated unfairly? At times, yeah, very.
Hold on, which one is it?
Well, it's not as simple
Remember
as that.
who you're talking to.
You got. Oh, shut up, fisherman. Go and fight for the fucking Palestinians. It depends on individual prosecutors, individual police officers, and such. There's some subtle scumbags, but by and large, I mean, there's all sorts of things here. If you're accused of certain offences, you got a very slim chance. And some of the things they charge people with on the evidence is just ludicrous.
How black? Well, do you think that the criminal justice system in America is racist?
No. How's that for a concise answer?
Yeah, that's good, man. This brother, man, he's a menace, man. It seems like it should be racist, man.
It's not racist enough, I think.
Yeah, man.
It's literally if anything, it's racist against white people.
This is the result of these so-called progressives, isn't it?
It should be racist.
No idea what you're saying.
Yeah, we need more racism.
As other customers try to run to safety. Newly released court documents show the victim managed to get away because the gunman's weapon jammed. The suspect, Malik Wills, has been arrested 3 times in recent months. Police say he was one of 3 people caught in a stolen car back in April. He was released on his own recognizance days later. Last month, Wills was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault after dozens of shots were fired at a home in East Memphis. After a couple of days in jail, he was released again on a $50,000 bond. Tonight, Wills waits another bond hearing after this latest arrest in Thursday's shooting. He's expected back in court on Monday.
So racist, he's released 3 times.
And guys, the victim in Thursday's shooting was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Police have not given a motive for the shooting. Reporting live from the airport area, I'm Harrison Clapp, your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
Wow. Looks like it's Juneteenth is getting off to a violent start, man. Yikes. Wow.
The most watched news in the Mid-South.
They are menace to society. They don't value life, theirs or others. So I was proud that Memphis City did get them off the streets.
The U.S. Marshals Service announced the arrest of 2 people believed to be responsible for the murders of 2 Booker T. Washington High School students, only yards away from the school campus. D'Emanuel Jackson and Mario Simmons each face 2 counts of first-degree murder. Marshals say that they were captured in Murfreesboro yesterday. Let's go to Fox 13's Jack Bilyeu live at the MPD North Main Station right now. So, Jack, that now brings us up to 3 arrests in this case.
Yeah, Daryl, that's 3 out of the 4 people believed to be involved in this attack that now face charges. Now, we spoke to one of the victims' mothers. She told us those arrests are a relief, but they don't come close to outweighing the loss of her son.
I had just talked to my son an hour and a half before they took his life, FaceTime him and let him know that I just picked up his glasses.
Christiana Brown says her son was the center of her universe. She loved him so much, she gave him her name, minus 1 letter. Christopher Universe. Gianna Brown says her
Some motherfucking Pharaoh right there.
What make us of this?
Pharaoh, man. Pharaoh Javion.
Pharaoh de Aquarium.
He built the pyramid out of Legos. Jesus Christ, man. Wow.
says her son was the center of her universe. She loved him so much, she gave him her name, minus one letter, Christian Brown. She had no idea that FaceTime call would be the last time she'd see him alive. He and another student, Darius Wadley, were gunned down after walking out of school that afternoon in April.
Every day that I wake up, I have to struggle to breathe, knowing that I have to get through this day without my son.
Christian never got to use the glasses she picked up for him the day he was killed. Over the nearly 2 months since the shooting, Brown's seen milestones come and go. His sister walked the stage in Christian's place and received his honorary diploma.
Booker T. They went to Booker T. Washington High School? Damn. Okay.
What is that? Yeah. What about it?
Booker T. Washington is a great figure in African American history.
And therefore associated with higher violence.
He's no George Floyd.
He's not the peanut butter guy, right?
No, that's George Washington Carver.
Right.
Hey,
I just think of peanut butter. Like I think they all worked on peanut butter at some point in their life.
Nah, he was into books, presumably.
Yeah, this is Booker T.
About peanut butter?
He was a mulatto.
He loved books so much his mama named him after books.
Yeah, man. Wow. Salute. Listen, this violence is starting to ramp up this Juneteenth, man. We were thinking that maybe we would get a break this Juneteenth because, everybody will be celebrating.
Fox 13 News at 6 starts now with breaking news. We continue to follow that breaking news at 6. One employee shot by another inside the Bartlett Walmart. The terrifying crime sent shoppers and employees running for their lives. A Fox 13 employee was inside the store at the time and shot video of one person in custody. Tonight, exclusive video showing the moments police raced into that store. So let's get you right to the scene at the Walmart on Highway 64 and Fox 13 Sierra Jordan.
Good evening, Daryl. Police say this all started with an argument between two employees. Then it led to one of the employees shooting the other. Now it's still an active crime scene. Take a look. Bartlett police evacuated the store and have tape up at the front doors. Now Walmart is closed while police are investigating. Now you could just imagine how terrifying it was for employees and shoppers. And actually, a Fox 13 employee was here and shot this cell phone video. Take a look. You see a man detained by police. He's wearing a company vest. The Fox 13 employee inside the store at the time of the shooting said she heard about 4 to 5 gunshots from the back of the store. Now, take a look at this video. It shows people running out while Bartlett police officers were rushing in. Police confirmed one employee shot the other. They are now in critical condition. Family members we spoke with say their loved one was working today at Walmart. They said she was hiding inside of the bathroom during the time of the shooting, and this is what they had to say.
I started panicking. I couldn't find my keys, and I instantly got in my vehicle and came to Walmart.
No, he was already at work, so I don't know what transpired. He just told the manager he's going to stop playing with him, and it went from there. The shot started.
He told the manager he's going to stop playing with him. And then after that, the shots started. Shout out to that sister, man.
This is like the one story in was it a Popeyes like? The recent one?
Yeah, over the biscuits, the burnt biscuits.
Yeah, the burnt biscuits.
We playing with my biscuits like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's about respect, man. I mean, manager, I don't give a fuck if you is the manager. You can't talk, you can't tell me to stock these shelves or you know what I mean? Or help these employees. Man, I'll smoke your ass right here on the sales floor.
But you gotta understand, those Popeyes biscuits, they're already dry, and you're gonna burn them. You gotta
That's
go.
mad disrespectful.
Yeah. I'll shoot your ass on the sales floor. That's how real I am. And I don't care about the consequences.
Yeah, you ain't sending me to Sports Good today.
I go to jail for the rest of my life over respect, nigga.
But you know what though? You said something once that I loved when I said, "Can we at least call this one a son word?" And you said, "No, you cannot especially call this one a son word." That's how some people think.
Yeah, sons will rally around this one. Well, what the manager say? Like, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. And wow, that's what it started over. It started over the manager playing. And when some people say you playing with me, that's dangerous right there.
I got in my vehicle and came to Walmart.
No, he was already at work, so I don't know what transpired. He just told the manager he gonna stop playing with him, and it went from there. The shot started firing. She don't know how many shots, but it was pretty a lot of them. She was just screaming. She said she went in the restroom or whatever.
Bartlett Police, Memphis Police, and the Shelby County Sheriff's Office were all here on scene earlier, but now Bartlett Police is investigating the scene. Again, police say they detained the suspect and there is no threat to the public. Daryl?
Fox 13, Sierra Jordan
Except
live
the
with breaking
baseline
news
threat.
in Bartlett tonight. Thank you, Sierra.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Andrew. A 1-year-old grazed by a bullet while riding in a car. Her name is Sophie. She is the latest victim in a long line of shootings on Memphis's interstate system.
Now, thankfully, Sophie is healing at home tonight. But what happened to her yesterday reignited fears of parents of the violence that plagues our major roadways.
Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live near I-240 in Perkins. Kayla, you found out that the latest interstate shooting numbers, you found out those numbers.
Yeah, Darcy, Memphis police say so far this year there's been 21 interstate shootings, which is less than what we had this time last year, which was at
21 interstate shootings.
Hey, it was less than last year.
Yeah, that's a lot, though. I mean, like, god damn, it shouldn't be any. Should be any. Like, where I'm at, there's none.
I think where most people are at, there's none. But not really where some people are at.
And I'm seeing some people more and more when oh man, like every person I saw on the street today was a son when I was riding around. Like, it was like, god damn, the mothership has landed.
Yeah, dark omens.
Yeah, but god damn. 21 interstate shootings? Jesus Christ, and that's down.
There's been 21 interstate shootings, which is less than what we had this time last year, which was at 47. But the mother of Sophie tells
shit. They should be jumping for joy.
Yeah, salute. Shout out to Memphis.
Yeah.
Only having 21 shootings on the interstate.
I mean, Jesus Christ. And 47 was probably down from the year before that. This is yikes. So shout out to Memphis. Yeah, Memphians are being more polite drivers, man, on the interstate, man. I wonder what. Go ahead. I wonder what the ratio is on that, man. I wonder how many of them shooters was black, man, of the 21, 47.
Stop it. You know, that's why I always hate when they say that some men are lazy. 47? Come on, now that's hard work right there, boy.
Right. Damn, look at this girl, man.
tells me she's glad her daughter's injuries were minor and she has a message.
Shout out to Dina man, Cali, man. Shout out to Dina Cali, man. She's supporting the channel, man. Make sure y'all support the channel, guys. I mean, we do need y'all support, man. We do need your support, man. We need the support of Ock Nation, man. It would be nice to get y'all support, man. Shout out to this guy says Bartlett is the good part of Memphis. Jesus Christ. Bartlett is the good part. But here's the thing. You got a Walmart over there. And just like the Walmart where I'm at, Walmart is a working class job. It attracts a lot of Sun people. So
The good part of Memphis. What the hell? That's like the cold part of hell.
it's like a Walmart, a Target, you know what I mean? Shit like that. You're gonna have sons doing a lot of those jobs. So yeah, it's and look, he shot the guy at work, so it's like it was contained into where the sons were. The violence was contained to where the sons were.
For the suspect.
This could have been any one of our children, and it just so happened to be mine.
Sunday, India Simmons said she got a phone call no parent should ever receive. She says her 1-year-old daughter, Sophie, was with her other mother when the car they were in was shot into near I-240 and Perkins.
Hold on, what? Never mind. Never mind.
She says her 1-year-old daughter, Sophie, was with her other mother when the car they were in was shot into near I-240 and Perkins. A police report says the driver, a male, was cut off on the interstate by an unknown vehicle. But then the back windshield and back window were shot at.
Why would you just open fire out in public place while people are driving? Because it could have been much worse. Like it could have, not hit her elbow or just went straight in her head or her stomach or one of her vital organs.
She says with 4 people in the car, no one else was injured. But she's now questioning how safe it is to drive on the interstate.
Should I ever get on the expressway again? Am I going to be an innocent bystander, or she's going to be an innocent bystander again if we're just driving down the street?
Simmons says although her daughter is okay and doesn't appear to be in pain, she's hoping whoever's responsible sees her daughter's face and feels remorse.
Just imagine if my outcome was different, and instead of bringing my baby home with me, I'll be bringing her clothes home and having to pick out a casket and a dress. It's just so terrifying, and if they have a heart, they should just turn themselves in.
Now, Simmons says Sophie is a trooper. She's at home healing. She just had to get a few stitches, but she's hoping that the person or any witnesses that may have seen this shooting will call Memphis police. That number to call is 901-528-CAT.
Wow.
What does the other mother mean? Foster mother?
Maybe.
That means she died.
The father. Yeah, that's true. Or maybe the baby father has moved on.
Probably stepmom.
Yeah, the baby father's moved on. He's in another relationship. Wow, that's crazy how much violence there is today, man, in Memphis, man. Let's see. Wow.
So we need your help. We need you to step forward.
Right now, an urgent search underway for answers after gunfire in downtown Columbus, just off the Scioto Mile. An 18-year-old was killed, and tonight we now know 7 more teenagers were hurt. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mike McCarthy.
And I'm Jessica Ralston. We've learned in just the last couple of hours here, the 7 who were hurt, 6 of those were shot, 1 teen was assaulted. All are expected to survive.
Aaron Simonak tonight is live at CPD headquarters with this investigation. And Aaron, you also spoke with the family of the teenager who was killed.
Yes, Jessica, Mike, good evening. 18-year-old Josiah Mason recently graduated from Beechcroft High School just a few weeks back. His family tells me that investigators say he was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he was killed in Saturday's shooting that injured a handful of others.
Unfortunately, like, our son's gone because of the choice that he made and the choice that those kids made that night.
Ahead of a busy weekend in downtown Columbus, shots ringing out near Town and Ludlow streets early Saturday morning. Detectives working to pinpoint suspects and comb through evidence.
Since Saturday morning's incident, Homicide detectives have been working diligently, collecting evidence and reviewing a significant amount of surveillance video from the nearby area. However, we need and we are begging for the public's help. We need your help. We need you to step forward.
Josiah Mason just graduated from Beechcroft High School a few weeks back, preparing for a job interview and thinking about becoming an electrician. His 18-year-old life was cut short when he was one of 7 people shot.
And if you go out there and take a gun and start shooting into a crowd, real lives are being affected for the rest of their life. Like, this is not going to be oh, I hit the reset button, or, oh, there's this thing. No, there's nothing else. These people's lives are changed, including ours, forever. Nothing will ever be the same with us.
Mm-hmm. His loved ones called him Juice, Josiah's alma mater, describing him as resilient, determined, and inspiring. Josiah's family frustrated at how gun violence can change endless lives in a matter of seconds.
So I know I've heard talks within the city. They're trying to stop this and get the guns, off the streets and things, but also just taking accountability and handling things different as well, instead of with violence, because there's a dimmer light in this world with Josiah gone.
And Josiah's family exclusively tells us he was an organ donor. The staff at Grant Medical Center says he is able to help up to 8 lives with his organ donations. More on that coming up later on at 6. For now, live on your side in downtown Columbus, Erin Simonek, ABC 6 News.
Thanks for watching the ABC 6 News YouTube channel.
Bringing you breaking news, stories, sports, and original content throughout Central Ohio.
Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out.
ABC 6 News is on your side.
Yum, you dog.
You on mute if you're talking.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So sad, man. So sad, man.
Looks like it's been a vigorous Juneteenth.
A mother's.
Huh?
It's been a vigorous Juneteenth.
A mother's worst nightmare. Instead of calls of celebration on New Year's Eve, calls that 2 of her daughters had been shot at in a drive-by shooting on the east side. Now, 6 months later, police still need your help identifying the suspect. Video given to us by police shows the driver of an orange Dodge Challenger go southbound on Trevitt Street, exit the vehicle, and open fire into a home around 11:30 p.m. New Year's Eve.
I asked my daughters would they like to come today, and they said no, because what if the orange car comes by again?
We believe that there were other individuals in the vehicle. And again, I want to send a message to those individuals in the car. Please come forward.
The mother of the 2 girls shot at said this assault has left her girls traumatized.
They're nervous, they're scared, they don't know who did it, or we passing them. It's hard.
Her 13-year-old daughter, Star, has recovered from her injuries.
I'm trying to give her grace and let her know it's not your fault. You can't stop that bullet from hitting your sister.
But her now 11-year-old daughter, Amaya, is paralyzed from the waist down.
2 weeks ago, physical and occupational therapy gave her a 3-month break because her attitude was, I don't want to do this. So we're on a 3-month break and we're doing counseling instead right now.
Now mom and police asking anyone to come forward.
We're going on 6 months now that she has to wake up every single day, and the people who did this are still out there.
If you or someone you know has information on this case, call Crime Stoppers at 614-461-8477. That number also available on our ABC 6 app. For now, on your side on the east side of Columbus, I'm Kirsten Lindquist.
All right. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for being here. As you may know, we are here to ask for the community's help on a crime that happened on New Year's Eve. My name is Anthony Johnson. I'm Central Ohio's Crime Stoppers Coordinator. I'm joined today by the Columbus Division of Police Detective, Steele. And as I said, we're here to talk about a case that happened on New Year's Eve and ask for the community help. But to talk about those details, I would like to welcome Detective Steele to the podium. Thank you. Again, I'm Detective Steele. December 31st, minutes before midnight, an orange Dodge Challenger pulled up on this very street. The driver exited and fired many shots into a house. Those shots struck a bedroom window. That bedroom was filled with kids, anxiously awaiting the stroke of midnight. Some of those rounds struck a 13-year-old girl. Another round struck a 10-year-old girl, paralyzing her for life. Events that will change their lives and their families' lives forever. What we're asking here today is if anybody knows anything, please step forward. This behavior cannot be tolerated in the city. And my message to the shooter is this: turn yourself in. It's time. You've had enough time to think about this. Although your shots may not have been intended for those individuals, those children, but the best thing you could do now is turn yourself in and try to make the best out of it.
Yo, we're losing the hack again?
So as you have all been provided, there is video footage of the suspect vehicle, which, as Detective Steele said, we believe is a Dodge Challenger. As Detective Steele said, we believe that there is someone out there who knows what happened. 2 little girls' families affected forever. 2 little girls' lives affected forever. Now is the time. Now is the time to call us and give us the information to help this community. Now is the time to give us the information to continue to make this community as safe as possible. These 2 little girls were doing nothing wrong. They were going outside to play like little girls often do, like they should be able to do. Call us and give us the information that we need. If you are watching this and you were involved in any sort of shape or fashion, call us.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah. You know, I was reading the paper today, and yesterday there were only 8 shootings and 1 deletion, right? I mean, that's not bad, right? I know it was Wednesday and all, but for Juneteenth, man, I expect the Sunman to at least get, what, 15? At least 15, 17? You said
We've seen
what?
a lot of shootings, but not a lot of murders, man. We've seen a lot of shootings.
Yeah.
A lot of resolutions to things that happened earlier, too.
But you know what, though? As I was reading the paper of these shootings, though, hey, look, man, it wasn't for lack of effort. They definitely tried deleting. It just sometimes it don't work out that way, you know?
Yeah.
One robbed, shot, and left 19-year-old Jeremiah Billups dead.
The loss of her second son to gun violence after a deadly shooting on the city's near west side last week.
CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke to that mother about her quest for justice.
Police were called to this alleyway on Friday morning and found a 19-year-old man shot to death. That violence took place a little more than 2 years after the victim's brother was killed on the city's east side.
Just after 9:30 Friday morning, right here at 11th and Tibbs, police believe someone robbed, shot, and left 19-year-old Jeremiah Billups dead in the alley.
This don't seem real. It doesn't make any sense.
Aunt Sharice Billups says since he was young, her son always liked to buy nice things.
He was my kid that had that filet mignon taste.
Tanisha Billups.
He's always liked the finer things in life.
The death felt like tragic deja vu for the family because in April 2023, police were called to a troubled gas station at 34th and Emerson, where Jeremiah's older brother, 22-year-old Jair Billups, was shot in the back and died after being rushed to the hospital.
I feel like I'm gonna wake up and both of them gonna walk through the door like, gotcha. But I know that's not true.
After Jair's death, the family ran into financial trouble, and Jeremiah was charged with drug dealing last year. That case was set to go to trial just a few weeks after the fatal shooting in this alley.
He lost hope. He couldn't see past the right now.
Aunt Sharice hopes the story of her 2 sons reminds young people that there's more to life than money, and nothing is worth the pain left behind by violence.
Even if I couldn't help my own, like, y'all gotta know we care. We have got to get these kids back to loving themselves. Because when you love yourself, you value life.
Finally, no arrests have been made from either of those 2 homicides. As always, anyone with information on either case can still contact either IMPD's homicide office or Crime Stoppers. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
More than 30 agencies convened at the
Shit. I think Ox purple brick background makes him sleepy.
I really don't like it, honestly.
I think the red bricks are better. I preferred the green screen, honestly. It's not even autoplay. Hawk, wake up.
Yo.
Wicked's in the back.
Wicked's in the back? Oh, he want me to bring it back up?
Yeah, I better know who called you.
Yeah, man. You keep disappearing, man.
My phone keeps crashing. Yo, we're gonna need you to have to put a 5-minute timer on your phone, chief.
Yeah, just set alarms on your phone for like every 10 minutes.
You know what, man? I've been doing a lot of videos on my other channel, going hard on that channel, making a lot of content for that channel. I'm like,
On the sports one?
Yeah, I ain't get
The Chronicles of Caitlin Clark.
and other WNBA players, man. And I haven't.
Nappy-headed hose.
What about the NBA Finals? Fuck that or what?
Nah, nobody really cares about that. Like, if I make a
Yeah.
video about the NBA Finals, I made a video about the NBA today. We got 400 views.
Makes sense.
Nobody cares about the NBA.
Why anybody would care about a bunch of sun men paddling a ball up and down the court is beyond me, but
Right. You know, it's crazy to think, as good as Caitlin is, she would suck in the NBA. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy to think. But
Yeah, I mean, she's really not that great either.
It's not that crazy. It's not that crazy.
No.
I mean, she had a bad game last night. Like, I mean, that's gonna happen, but
yeah,
it's not that crazy. Like, women are different. Like, they don't have.
She balls out on these females though. She goes pretty hard. Sometimes.
Yeah,
she would get. I mean, she wouldn't make like a boys JV team.
Right. I mean, at a good school, no. Like at a really good school, yeah. She could make the varsity and like as like, you know, like, oh, we got a girl on the team, but she would never play.
You don't think she could play in like the ACC or something like that?
No, hell no.
Fuck no.
You gotta understand, like, right? Like, you see how they be bumping her and stuff and fouling her all hard?
That's true.
A man, like for instance, I remember one time I clacked my knees with another guy. I was guarding him, and our knees clacked at like full speed. Like, he was running towards me and I was running towards him, and we hit the inside of our knees against each other. And the pain was so bad. I mean, oh my God, the pain. Listen, there's no way a woman would have broke if that would happen to her. Women have got brittler bones, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And it's smaller. Like, just think about it, man. Like, boxing out, you know, boxing out is, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like, you think about boxing out, right? Dude, like, you could really hurt a girl just from boxing out, setting the screen. You really hurt them.
That's true.
That's why they need to play with each other.
Right.
And that's why it's good. They play against each other.
Yeah. Do you think they're gonna win this year? The what's their name? The Fever? You think they're gonna win?
It's a long season. It doesn't look good so far, but a long season, things can happen. Like, they can get new players. They could get some. They need to try to make a trade or something. You really get some new players because the team isn't playing the way Caitlin plays best, which is fast. They need to run up and down the court, like, you know what I'm saying, just very fast. And the players are kind of older and they're slow.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of impressive, how Caitlin hasn't completely folded on all this Sunman shit. You know, like, you know how they went hard on Jacob Blake and all of that? But when the time comes, she's gonna have to. She's gonna have to fold on that.
She has folded. She has made a
But
speech.
she's made some comments though, but they haven't done all that crazy shit they were doing when Jacob Blake and George Floyd guy. You know,
because the people don't want to hear that shit. Like right now, it's Pride Month, and they made one post at the beginning of Pride Month, and I ain't heard nothing else about it from the Fever.
wow, that's crazy.
But like last year,
Pride in perversion. Pride in perversion.
What?
What?
Pride in perversion.
Yeah. The last year they were like, it was like Pride Month all month. It was like
a year.
Yeah, it was just like non-stop Pride shit.
Well, it makes sense for that league though. They're
Pretty
pretty
much
much
you could start White Pride Month in the WNBA.
At the same time, though, like even though it makes sense for that league, that Pride shit is really fucking annoying, man.
It is. It really is because there's kids watching that shit, right?
Well, it's not even just that. It's the fact that like, okay, like I'm an adult. I don't want to see that shit. I don't even want to see that shit. I don't want to see. I don't want to see no fucking goddamn jigaboo fucking
saying.
or some goddamn white pasty white liberal walking around with a dog mask on and shit and some leather fucking leather pants with the butt cut out.
Oh, the furry dudes.
Yeah, I don't want to see some white liberal walking around with like fucking goddamn black speedos and shit and the motherfucking goddamn nose ring with a chain attached to a nipple ring. That shit is. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
Do you know why they wear those trousers, Zach? Do you know why they wear those trousers up the back?
But you know what? I'll always be impressed by the WNBA's ability to like just stomp the ground for people like Jacob Blake and completely ignore actual son victims. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's women. They conform to what's socially acceptable. You know.
Yeah,
the status quo. Like they're the last group of people, the WNBA, and it's gonna take some controversial stance and call bullshit.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you know why they wear those trousers with a hole at the back?
Oh shit!
It's a sick reason. Sick reason.
Yeah, I
you don't say.
I don't think we want to know, Alex.
It's so they can fist each other in the club. It's absolutely.
So how did you come about this knowledge?
Yeah, unfortunately, I understood what you said.
I study. I don't just throw ad hominem around.
Yo, I never.
You study fisting.
No, I study all sorts of things. So sexual perversion, study race, study history. You should learn a bit of history.
So hold on, Alexander. What is fisting?
Exactly what it sounds like.
No, I mean when I think of fist, I think of punching somebody. What are you talking about?
It's what they do to put in a man's fist or hand where it shouldn't go. With another man.
Where shouldn't it go? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
It's when they bug a bloke with their hand.
You never heard of that before, Ak?
No, I haven't.
It's when they pop his lolly like a cherry.
They punch each other. This is like they punch each other.
No,
like domestic violence.
They shove the hand up the.
And you've witnessed this before?
No, I haven't witnessed it. But there's plenty of books on the subject.
Oh, you read books on it? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
They put the fist up where the empire don't shine.
Start with The Sexual Dead End by Stephen Green or The Age Cover-Up, books like that.
Hey, yo.
Michael Fumento.
Let me just say something right quick. We 2 hours in, we got 4 supporters. We got 4 supporters 2 hours in, man. Guys, if y'all could support the channel, man.
Have you uploaded that video yet?
Yeah, support the channel, man. Alex is teaching us shit that we don't want to learn, like why they wear those trousers.
Have you uploaded that video yet?
Yeah, the support has dropped off this last month, man. Jesus Christ. It's falling off a cliff, man. You guys be
Maybe it's time to consider the lava lamp.
Yeah, lava lamp or two do you some good.
Yeah, lava lamp.
Disco ball.
That'll fix everything.
Yeah, man. Support the channel or let us know where else you could go for something like this, because we want to know.
So this white kid right here, shout out to Pinky Brown, shout out to Stunner, man. This
Stunner.
This white kid, has caused a lot of conversations in Black America with this act. This privileged act he took right here. He's not with their group. This white kid is not with their group. He's not with their group. They're celebrating. I don't know if it's Chuck E. Cheese, a jamboree, or some kind of play area for kids. And they had a cake, and this little boy was about to, wish him happy birthday. And this white kid out of nowhere came up and blew the candles out and rolled out.
An act of the oppressor.
Look, man, let's be honest. This shit here is annoying. But let's not make this about like Jim Crow and segregation.
But hold on. Let's be honest though. Yeah, if this was a black kid that had done this to some white people, they would be talking about black fatigue.
Yeah, I mean it's annoying. If it's for sure, it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. But anything extra than what it is too much. I think.
I think that the bravery on that white kid, man, like that white kid, I wonder what caused him to do that. You know what I mean? Like just to go around a bunch of black people, because there's nothing but black people. It's a sea of black people.
And at Chuck E. Cheese.
He's probably fucking around. He's probably one of like a little goofy kid.
Let's see what the black people got to say about it, man. Jesus Christ! Happy birthday, Duquante.
Ginger fatigue.
Comfortable blowing out the other little boy candles, especially because he don't know. Blowing out somebody's candles is literally a crime that should really ain't the kids, it's the parent. That little boy at Chuck E. Cheese shouldn't even have felt comfortable blowing out the other little boy candles, especially
Is this
because he don't know.
albino
Blowing out somebody's candles
here?
is literally a crime that should never be committed. Y'all should never let somebody blow out somebody else's candles ever. I got 2 kids. You think I'm ever letting either one of them blow out each other's candles? Fuck no. It's not your birthday. I don't even care if it's twins. For real, they should have 2 separate cakes. But no, for real. Like, where's his parents at? It's literally like you have a loss for words because the way he blew it out was so aggressive too. Like he meant that. And the woman in the Adidas jacket, like she was on it. Like she had to like reel herself back in because it's like it's a child. But at the same time, it's like, are you even a child? Because you're a menace. You clearly want that, need that, gonna get that. Because where are your parents? This is why, spare the rod, spoil the child. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Like y'all need discipline. Y'all need like boundaries. Like what made him, you're not even at the birthday party. You had to run over and aggressively blow this little boy candles out. And like what inside of you thought to yourself, let me just go take this moment right here and do that. Like where, like what, who, like where?
Thanks, blonde-haired, blue-eyed black woman.
I mean, she's pretty upset, man. I mean, I think that's the sentiment. A lot of all right, man. I see you later, Alexander Barron. That's the sentiment of a lot of I can't upload it to Rumble. But I'll try, man. I'll try. But that's the sentiment of a lot of black people, man. Like, yo,
I'll stop till 6 o'clock.
I'm kind of doing something, Alexander.
I'll stop till 6 o'clock. I'm not take out of bed just yet.
Yeah.
The kids, it's the parents.
So let's see what some more comments, man. So this one right here, oh wow.
No, because the way that little white tea boy went up there and blew that little boy candles out on his birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, Lord knows not to put me in those type of situations. Because the way my crash out level, I would have went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. And everybody in that Chuck E. Cheese
very uncommon for black women
would have got it, including the mama.
She said everybody in the Chuck E. Cheese would have got it. Damn. Shout out to Barry B, man. Barry B every night, man. Barry B is Ock Nation, goddamn, one of the greats of Ock Nation, man. This is the black mentality. The fact that everybody, like, this is the mentality that the Sun teens have with the gun. You know what I mean? Like, they just shoot everybody in the vicinity. This is this is the Sun woman's version of that. She's less likely to use a gun, but when her being mad at the little white boy would mean that everybody in the Chuck E. Cheese would have to have some violence enacted upon them. It's just so cavalier how they say that, you know what I mean? Casually. But it's true. We all know that it's true. Like, yeah, like she would just tear the whole fucking.
Yeah, they're not exactly paragons of self-control.
Yeah, but this is the one who didn't do it. She's thinking in, you know what I mean? She's thinking about this, I guess, abstractly from a distance, and she's still coming up with the same scenario. She's not being pressed with this in real time. This is not happening to her in real time. She's able to stand back and view a video and give her analysis of the situation, and she's still
concludes on crashing out on a 11-year-old.
Yeah. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Crashing out on everybody.
No, because the way that little white T-boy went up there and blew that little boy candles out on his birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, Lord knows not to put me in those type of situations. Because the way my crash out level, I would have went from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. And everybody in that Chuck E. Cheese would have got it, including the mama.
That makes perfect sense to her. Like that doesn't, like, she doesn't see that as, like, you know what I mean? Like something that, like, yo, why would you do that? It makes perfect sense to her. She said, look, shaking my head, they throw that little nigga a celebration for getting out of prison, and Whitey comes and spoils it.
Like everything else.
Yeah, man. This one says, of course you would crash out, you fat black cow. Come crash out on us whites. Don't you worry, you'll be put in your place. Soon enough, you won't be able to enter white-only businesses anymore. Y'all don't have any money anyways. Damn. Everything you have.
It's a pretty optimistic appraisal, I think, but okay.
Yeah. They going hard, man, on her in this shit.
How do we know that candle wasn't promised to that boy 3,000 years ago?
This one's zero self-control. She would have put a cap in everyone's ass over there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is just son behavior, man. Sons being sons, man. Wow. Jesus Christ. Jeez.
Yeah, I think being in Chuck E. Cheese with that amount of Sun people is already like a danger zone moment.
Right. Yeah. Jeez.
Damn.
I gotta get one of them for my son, man. Man, Jesus Christ. Wow. So let's see. What else is going on? Oh yeah.
Now get to bed. Yeah.
porch pirate, man.
Get it. Yeah.
He's teaching her little son to be a porch pirate.
Hey, get the bag. Yeah, get it.
Damn.
Come on. Get it. Yeah. Hey, get the bag. Yeah, get it.
How did they see that? Look, the damn mailman did a good job trying to like conceal it from them. He put it right there. With how did she see that?
Some sharp eyes on that heifer over there.
God damn. Jesus Christ. Salute to that mailman, man. He did a good job.
You gotta start hiding them up in the rafters on the front porch.
Jesus, you put a trap on that thing. Like, as soon as he touch it, like, it shocks his ass or something. Or a fucking rope comes and grabs his fucking ankle and hangs him upside down by his feet.
Or they should put it like behind like
rope,
some kind of book design, like, you know, like maybe like a bookcase or something that looks like it's a book, so that these people will not
Or just
want to
write books on the fucking package. When you took it to her, she'd be like, "Oh, take that shit back."
Right. Job applications. Right.
Like, she'd have been like, "Put that shit back up there." Wow. Jeez. My oh my. My oh my. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Shout out to Iris Gould, man. He says, how much money is it going to take for Ock, Fish, or Hot Black to become Alex's translation to what the fuck that guy's saying? Salute to the nation. I ain't even gonna lie, man.
He's saying nothing. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, could probably understand maybe what 10% of what he says.
Yeah.
And he doesn't try. Like, he doesn't like. He could say it a little bit more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I just like how we're supposed to stop the show and go look up some random shit and do a deep dive on it, and then come back and understand where the fuck he was going.
You know, I almost never understand him, but unfortunately, I understood that alphabet shit he was talking about. I was like, of course, what the fuck?
Oh, you understand fisting? You see why it's important?
No, I mean, it sounds like you think it's important. Keep it to yourself,
Man.
though.
Listen,
Keep it to yourself, though.
man.
Hey, look,
I know you and y'all macho
in your
like
spare
that.
time, bro. Whatever you do in your spare time, man.
Listen,
keep
I
that
know
shit to
you on
yourself,
Brito
man.
and y'all macho man like that. You know what I'm saying? Britos is macho. You know what I'm saying? They would never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Man,
yeah.
look, listen, man. I have no idea why Alex felt
Yeah,
compelled to talk
that's
about that.
great, man. But here's the thing, though. Being a CEO, right?
Right.
Like, you have seen something, right?
I mean, I myself no, but
But you know, you haven't witnessed it, but you know that.
Oh yeah, it's fucked up out here.
Yeah.
The reason this is important. This is for fishermen.
Oh shit! I thought you were gone, man. I didn't know you were still on here, man.
Well, this is
No, he don't like me being on here when he's not on here, so he can't fucking tell us
The reason this is important is because teaching is sort of filth. Your kids in schools now, if you've noticed.
Yeah, you don't need to fucking read books about fisting to know a man's bare ass in the street is weird. Okay. No shit, dumbass. No shit. And who's pushing it? A bunch of fucking Jews. A bunch of Jews are making 10 grand a month to fucking go from school to school, including Trump's son-in-law, who's got a fucking company that's doing the shit. So shut the fuck up and act like you know what you're talking about, because you don't. You get on here and you try to change the subject and obfuscate You're fucking full of shit. And it's annoying and nobody knows what the fuck you're saying. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up, you Jew lying piece of shit. That's what you do. That's what you people do. You fucking lie and you waste everybody's time and you try to change the subject. Yes, he's a fucking Jew. Do you know who Alexander Barron was? Actually, Ak, it was a fucking Jew author that was pro-communism and hated Brits.
That's right.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That was another Alexander Barron. Idiot.
Shut the fuck up, you lying faggot.
Alexander Barron. Alexander Barron. Are you of Jewish ancestry?
Absolutely not.
You don't wear the cap.
These guys are fucking
Right. No, you're a fucking dumbass, and you get on here and you waste everybody's time.
Well, how am I wasting people's time?
Because you get on here and you're like, oh, have you heard about this one thing 40 years ago? You haven't? Well, let's stop the show and go look it up.
And it's not even about black people.
It's about nothing.
Talking about the Leroy Henry case. You should look it up.
Hey,
You do it every fucking time you get on here.
Hoo.
Yeah, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. So at least Alexander Barron, man. At least he's not Jewish, and I believe him, man. Because I've never seen him come on here with a small hat, man. So I believe
That's
him,
true.
man.
I have to admit that.
Yeah. Let's see. Salute to Jimmy Fields Productions, man. Jimmy, is somebody in the back? Oh yeah, Jimmy Fields in the back. He says maybe that white kid at Chuck E. Cheese thought they were starting a fight to run out on the bill. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Wow. So let's see the Black News Network, man.
Maybe the kid watches the news. You know?
Yeah. Black News Network now.
Welcome back to the Black News Network. Tonight's story, a father of two returned home from the grocery store today to discover another man at his baby mama crib. Here's Tyrone with more.
Yo, what's up, Marcus? I'm here outside the crib where that baby mama stay, and apparently that ain't her damn car.
On Saturday morning, Jaquavian Snickerdoodle left to get some milk. He said he was shocked when he come home 10 years later and find another man in that house.
Ain't no damn way. That's my Uncle Reggie's car.
Well, ain't that some shit? Up next on BNN, the semi-annual YN Festival is only a few days away, and we asked the block if they ready to turn up.
And y'all be wondering what they doing over there. Well, we found out, and we gonna tell you about it after the break.
In a world where ops lurk, baby daddies sneak, and your cousin might rob you if he off them perks, you can't trust the streets, but you can trust Op Alert. Welcome aboard the Hellcat Cruiser. Enjoy spades, Henny happy hour, ice cream socials, and evening morning church service.
Girl, please, you know he was looking at me all night. Honey, the only thing he was looking at was the exit.
Welcome back to the Black News Network. This is a developing story tonight. The mayor's wife is getting a train ran on her by some local YNs. Gotta love spring break. Breaking news tonight, ICE raids continue as Chihuahuas become the latest targets in what officials call a canine compliance operation.
Clear left. Kennel loaded.
Earlier this morning, ICE agents raided several homes in this neighborhood, detaining at least a dozen Chihuahuas. Community reaction has been mixed. I'm not saying they're all bad or that they deserve cages, but ever since the raid, the barking stopped. The neighborhood's been a lot quieter.
Just one astute dog right there.
Telling you, man.
Educated.
I didn't know dogs.
Welcome back to the Black News Network. Tonight's story, a father of two returned home from the grocery.
We us humans are having, man. With those people from south of the border, man. Look at this, man. Look at this, wicked. Look at this. Look at this brown on brown crime. This guy's trying to get home. These protesters are blocking the road, so he just tries to drive through them. And look what they do to him.
Inside of my car, nigga.
Whoa, what did you say?
Hey, fam, I got you on that detail if you need it. I can extract it.
And he got out soaking with you. He is soaked. It's crazy that they get to do that because you want to get home. So they get to destroy. Like nothing's gonna happen to these people. this guy won't be able to get no retribution because the inside of his car is fucked. I mean, especially if it's got like a center console or that little screen shit on the dashboard.
I can't believe he didn't punch the guy.
I mean, he didn't. He's very restrained, man. Like he must
be one of the legal immigrants.
Yeah, he must be legal. Yeah.
Fuck out, nigga. Inside of my car, nigga. What's up?
Hey, fam, I got you on that detail if you need it.
Nigga. I don't see no nigga.
Yeah, he was pretty fresh with that. Like he says it pretty frequently.
Whatever.
Brown privilege.
Yeah. God damn, Idris. Wow. Let's see. Oh shit.
Okay, so
this dude got a 75 IQ, and like literally, and he's talking about like how it is to live with a 75 IQ.
Valedictorian.
Okay, so 79 to 70 IQ is borderline retarded. And this is what explains what borderline retarded is like. Limited trainability, have difficulty with everyday demands like using a phone, book, reading bus or train schedules, banking, filling out forms, using appliances like a video recorder, microwave oven, or computer, etc., and therefore requires assistance from relatives or social workers in the management of their affairs. Can be employed in simple tasks but requires supervision. Now, I don't have a problem using a phone when I'm doing like if I have to take a bus or something. That's a little difficult. If I have to fill out forms, that's difficult for me. Baking's difficult for me. The microwave, I can use that, but if I have to defrost something, that's hard. If I have to measure something for cooking, that's hard because I don't know fractions very well. But I mean, like if I'm doing measuring cups, I can't use measuring cups or measuring spoons or anything like that. Anything that I have to calculate a fraction, I can't do. But if I have like just one cup and all the lines in it.
Wow, dude!
He's surrounded by whiskey and cake.
Yeah, he's got it rough. He can't bake anything. Baking is like a very rudimentary skill. Let's see this one. So this guy killed his wife. This guy right here.
Black privilege.
Duchess Dior and the Frenchman. Their tragedy shows the cost of toxic relationships. Wow, so sad. They were both playing with roots witchcraft. The devil was busy in that home. God is the only way.
If you get to the whole live, if you listen to the whole live, I told him I was fucked up. Okay. Okay, and then about the paper situation. She bossed up. But I'm gonna show y'all. When the hurricane came, a motherfucking hurricane fell through. Look at all this shit. She so goddamn clean. Look at this nasty ass shit. So that shit been on there 2 days. How long it take you? So here it is. A tree fell through the roof right here. So we finesse, you know what I'm saying? Did your little thing. I got the tree off, whatever. Woo, woo, woo. Again, the house. Again, the house. Again, the house. Again, the house is in her name, so the check come in her name. Do you not believe this bitch try to penny pinch me? Oh, my stuff got damaged and all this shit. But all that shit still in the damn closet, baby. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. And then even if it was, bitch, I bought half of it. No, fuck you didn't. Yes, the fuck I did. I bought half your shit too. Fuck. What's your point? So the Louis Vuitton pouch that I bought her with $5,000 in that bitch. I'm on the run for the marshals and everything. You think I'm finna give this to you? And I feel like I'm entitled to it too, even though my name ain't on the motherfucking goddamn property. You damn right. That's what she talking about. And she gave me. She ain't giving me shit. She ain't out here goddamn doing shit. She was not. I can't figure out. Like, damn, why the fuck I
It's
can't
a part
catch girl?
4 too. We've missed
So
3
I
parts.
went and got a reading. So the bitch read me. Boom. The bitch
I don't know
told
what
me
we're missing.
a motherfucker in my wife, somebody in my wife family got roots on me. They're praying on my brain. They praying on my downfall. They don't want to see me with shit. They play with my finances and my money, goddamn blessed. So I asked her this. Oh, it gotta be Miss Jennifer. It's gotta be my godmama. It's gotta be all this. You know what I'm saying? So she keeps throwing out there for her to keep always trying to throw it out there. Oh, he broke. Bitch, you praying on it too. The fuck you talking about? You in with it.
This could pretty easily be like a lesbian black woman too.
What's your point?
I know he's a man, but
After all that, after all that, I went and got down. I went in there trying to get her. I went and called to pay the girl to get a reversal. I tried to get a reversal. So when I got them went to get the damn reversal and shit, you know what I'm saying? She got them be getting mad. Don't want me to do. Oh, you ain't gonna do this and do that. What the fuck else I supposed to do? You cry, complain about me being broke, but you don't want me to goddamn get right. I ain't never been no broke nigga. I always got money. When I met you, bitch, I had money. You see what I'm saying? As soon as this whole came in my life, everything went down.
I can go to sleep at night.
Everything. So here it is. The folks told me every time I get some money, I lose it.
put it in the teeth.
I lose it. I ain't even got to gamble. Everybody know I gamble. See, a bitch like that.
Yeah.
You see how a bitch like that?
Yeah. Tell it out. Tell it out. You damn. You slime me, man. You better not trust me. Hey, you talking about?
Again, so when it boiled down to it, that's what's going on. You feel me? That's what's going on. So I'm trying to protect myself.
Thank God
you know
for
what I'm saying?
in-group preference.
I get another reading from a whole other motherfucker. So they tell me the same shit from a whole other person. So that's what's going on. You feel me? It ain't like, oh, I'm just over here, just goddamn so fucked up. It's just at the end of the day, this what's going on. This what's going on about it. So here it is. Bitch, I got a job. I got a good job, bitch. I got a good job, bitch. What the fuck you talking about? I got a good job. So ever since the reversal shit started coming through for me, shit, I got a nice little job. Making almost $22 an hour. After 90 days, you know what I'm saying, gonna go up. You feel me? So get what? Shit, it's only up from here. You feel me? It's only up from here. Then the bitch get mad. Bitch get goddamn mad. Listen to her. Y'all hear that demon? She get mad.
This is what you get with a 70 IQ.
She don't like that. She don't like that.
Wicked, you gotta call Ock.
Her family.
Bullshit.
The fuck?
Bullshit.
I ain't know nothing about that shit. She said, here it is. She got mad at me last night. They called me a bitch ass nigga. But the same shit she cried about, she do to me. So that shit don't be no damn excuse. She telling me, oh, well you finna we getting a divorce. You gonna pay me $600? We gonna pay.
This is so he ended up killing that woman.
Yeah, it's the punchline here.
Huh?
That's the punchline here, yeah.
Justifiable homicide?
Ended up killing that woman. Wow.
It's kind of like Joy Reid from this angle.
They all do.
An elderly Scotsman is mocked and beaten.
Oh, not a Scotsman.
Let me show that on. I want to show that on YouTube. Oh God, Jesus Christ! A lot of these. Oh shit. Okay. Well.
Look at this bitch right here looking at me like I'm crazy for playing my music. But got Tina calling her phone, and she don't want to answer the phone and tell Tina she don't want to talk to her. Now she gonna get up and move. These niggas be swinging all over the motherfucking train, acting a fucking fool. But I can't listen to OT Genesis push it. The bitch got the bitch calling her. Instead of her being like, yo, Tina, I'm on the train. I don't want to talk. She's sending the bitch the voicemail. This black fat bitch right here. And then the bitch gonna get up and fucking move. Oh, fuck out of here, bitch. Fucking move. Go get the money. Go get the money. Hey, push it, push it, push it. Why I can't be happy and be high on life? You got the fucking bums. They walk up and down the fucking train begging for money. This bitch right here with this phone, she looking at me like I'm crazy too. I don't know what the fuck is this. You got this bitch right here looking at me like I'm crazy.
Woman, I feel like
I'm playing fucking OT Genesis. Oh,
she brings up
this
valid
bitch
points.
right here.
So from what I deciphered, she was playing a gangster rapper's music audibly on her phone, and she was, I guess, rebuked for it by that black woman, and then that's where things went left. Was that what you guys see in that video?
It appears so, yes. But she's claiming that, you know, the other monkeys were swinging around too. So
It's hard to complete your word search puzzle when someone's got their music blasting like that, you know?
She must make a terrific girlfriend.
2 letters for enemy. What could that be?
Starts with O.
Actually, it's 3.
Wow. Yeah, that. Yeah, it's tough, man.
That's actually when I lived in New York, I would always see him using the word search where you just circle the word in the big tableau of other letters. They weren't doing crosswords; they were doing word search.
I remember word search from 4th grade.
Yeah.
I got to bed now. Catch it with like that.
All right, man. See you later, man. So this is a woman. She's the sister. She's having a tough time with the store employees.
Well, we
No. You were banned last time after leaving.
What are you talking about? What manager? What store manager?
Oop.
We need to get our stuff.
No, there's no express line.
I need to get my stuff.
No, we were banned from the store.
Why am I banned?
Because of his attitude, what he's doing, and you're not doing anything about it.
What can I do? If I hit my kid, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna go to jail, right?
That's the first thing she goes to.
I'm gonna go to jail. I can't do that. I'm never gonna hit my kid. I need to get my stuff. You're not getting anything. No, shut the fuck up! I can't get my stuff.
The kid has some valid points too.
I was told when you come in.
Very uncomfortable looking white man behind them.
I'm told what?
Yeah.
Just drop everything.
Well, we need
No,
our stuff.
you were banned last time after leaving.
Shit, I can't beat him, so what the fuck can I
What are you
do?
talking about? What manager? What store manager? We need to get our stuff.
No, there's no express line.
I need to get my stuff.
No, we were banned from the store.
Why am I banned?
Because of his attitude, what he's doing, and you're not doing anything about it.
What can I do?
I'm surprised the little kid
If I
hasn't kicked
hit
him or
my
something.
kid, what's gonna happen?
You say
You know,
what?
Walgreens ain't worth this shit.
Well, it's over him because the kid was destroying the store every time they come in there, and the mom was unable to get her kid to stop destroying the store whenever he came in. And this happened the first day after school began. Yeah. Oh god, this one right here, I can't show that one. I definitely can't show that one. You can show this one. How about this one?
This
That's the
Juneteenth
problem.
celebration.
The real problem is niggerism. That's the real problem. And that's the problem in all ghettos. That's the problem, niggerism, where you got people who have just been,
Recognize that voice anywhere.
they have died in the wool, if you will, against white America, against American structure, and they have no work ethic. You can't get a job. You can build all the jobs you want. You can't make these young boys go to work. They're not going to do it. The schools teach niggerism. And that's why the immigrant problem is such a major issue, is because Latinos, Mexicans have not been indoctrinated with niggerism. Niggerism is to let the government take care of you. The government owes you everything. The government owes you a house. It owes you education. It owes you income. It owes you a track phone. It owes you a pair of sneakers. I mean, and this is niggerism. And that's what all the black, the Hamite, if you will, politicians, and progressive, if you will, Japheth politicians, that's what they teach. And niggas have just been beat down to the point where they have no work ethic. Detroit is suffering from a case of niggerism. And $100 million ain't gonna go nowhere except into the hands of all the thieves and drug dealers and politicians, and it'll be right back where it started from. Niggerism.
Talk to a black
in
man.
Detroit.
Wow. Wow.
Nick Taz in the back.
Okay.
No! I'm gonna say what I want and then I'll fucking leave! I am so sick of you foreigners coming to my fucking country and treating me like shit! This is my country! You are a foreigner on my fucking land!
Oh shit. Patriotism.
The FBA defends his home.
Oh shit.
You piece of shit!
These niggas ain't give a fuck about America forever. Now you know, some patriotism shit.
Those fucking Mexicans and Popeyes, now it's a problem.
Damn, Mexicans got y'all in your feelings like this. Dang, who would have thought?
This one right here was a classic. This one right here, we watched this the other day on Kick. This one right here was a classic video. Oh, classic. I can't show it here. Salute to the real Donald Trump. He's been a member for 6 months. Oh wow, I didn't know Trump was followed me, man. That made me feel special, man. I wanted to show y'all this Hillary video, man. Where is it?
Talking about Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, Hillary Clinton.
Yo, who else thinks she was kind of hot in her prime?
Only Hillary.
What the fuck?
That looks like Hillary's daughter almost.
And Chelsea.
That looks
Chelsea's one ugly broad. That's true.
She's rich now.
Hillary's kind of hot, bro.
She's got a face only a mother could love.
You know, she got a ton of that USAID money.
Yeah, she's married to a Jew. Go figure.
Wow.
The fourth challenge is to take back our streets from crime, gangs, and drugs.
Super predators.
We've been making progress on this count as a nation because of what local law enforcement officials are doing, because of what citizens and neighborhood patrols are doing. We're making some progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing, because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one of the goals that the president had when he pushed the crime bill that was passed in 1994. He promised 100,000 police. We're moving in that direction, but we can see it already makes a difference, because if we have more police interacting with people, having them on the streets, we can prevent crimes. We can prevent petty crimes from turning into something worse. But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation, we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the president has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere. In addition to that, he has appointed a new drug czar. You probably saw him Tuesday night. He's one of the most distinguished active military generals that we have in our country. He's already proven that he knows how to interdict drugs because of his command of the South American activity on behalf of the United States. But General McCaffrey will make a big difference. And I believe it is now time for all of us to know what we can do individually to be part of this anti-crime, anti-gangs, anti-drug effort.
Check it out, check it out, yeah, it's that Uncle L.
That's like the only thing she's ever said that I thought she actually said something meaningful and accurate.
She brought us the term super predators. We appreciate that.
Which is, it's an accurate term.
Appreciate that very much.
You can't even run a business without worrying about someone walking in.
And so, correspondent Rita Braver reports, the pickup in the pace of executions has not slowed down the slaughter in the streets of America's inner cities. Even so, correspondent Rita Braver reports, you don't hear the presidential candidates talking much
He was
about
just ain't
crime.
what he used to be.
All of Baltimore seemed to be in mourning today. A funeral for a police officer gunned down on the job. The second cop shot in a week. Anger and tension exploding here, as in so many cities. A feeling that crime is out of control. In housing projects,
it's a lot of shooting. You know, it's a lot of shooting. It's drug trafficking.
These were preemptive.
Still talk like that back then.
It's almost every single day that a child is either getting shot or, whatever. And it's scary, really scary.
at the Oriole hardware store, where salesmen worry about their customers.
Scared, it seems scared to come out of the house. Scared that if they say something wrong, that they'll be attacked.
Worry about themselves.
It's pathetic, It's not, you can't even run a business without worrying about someone walking in and taking everything you have.
But even though Americans are constantly talking about crime, their presidential candidates aren't. Neither George Bush nor Bill Clinton has made crime a major theme of the 1992 campaign. In Baltimore, which has been working for years to revive its inner city, that lack of national attention has left voters feeling depressed
Now
and
newscasters
isolated.
dress like they're going to
They
the club.
really are looking to national
this
leaders
nigga's hairline is
to
like
solve some problems.
Kurt
I mean,
Smoke.
people want to hear from them
that's
that there are
an FBA
solutions
hairline
that
I've ever seen.
we're willing to try.
It may be that the candidates are avoiding the issue because they really don't think they can fix things.
First black
George
president
Bush, who
right
made
here.
crime
That's
a
exactly what I
watchword
was
4
thinking.
years ago, has seen violence skyrocket during his administration.
Something definitely has to be done. I mean, definitely, because it's only getting worse.
And with exactly 6 weeks left in the
Something has to be
campaign,
done,
people
though.
here want the candidates to talk about what they do to make things better. Rita Braver, CBS News, Baltimore.
Some sort of final
It is
solution for
today
the
President
YN
Clinton told
problem.
the governors how
Wasn't
frustrating
that kid
he
just
finds
swearing
it is
in
to
a
work in
Walgreens?
Washington. The president said the political process is dominated by, and now I quote him directly, rhetoric and air-filling bull. He did not say how much of that, if any, he thought was his. So 7 months after arriving in town, the Clinton team clearly is still feeling like it does not get a fair shake. Eric Ingberg has more about it.
Beyond the personal tragedy, the suicide of Vince Foster and its aftermath has provided graphic evidence that the Clinton White House views itself as a troop of innocents besieged by an enemy called Washington. Under fire in the press and so troubled by investigations, it was recently revealed he was looking for his own lawyer. Foster left a note blaming Washington, where ruining people is considered sport. It's a view privately shared by many Clinton loyalists. But many veterans of previous administrations who remember the abuse they took detect an overdose of self-pity.
I think from the president on down, there's a clear resentment, if you please, or certainly a sensitivity to the treatment they're receiving from the press. I'd charge it up to not understanding Washington.
Harry Truman, who understood only too well, said of Washington, if you want a friend, get a dog. The White House is not a friendly place.
For someone who
Harry
needs
Truman
a
has
little
some interesting
praise,
quotes about
it's
some
seldom
people.
there. For someone who doesn't have very thick skin, it's not the place to be.
Colorful.
And the mighty have been falling.
They handled that. I like the way that they took things head on, man, in those days, man. They didn't beat around the bush. And you had liberals back then. You had Democrats and liberals.
What can be done about the Negro crime problem?
Jeez. Shout out to Hillary, man.
Hillary was hot.
Yeah, Hillary. What was
She wasn't hot enough to keep Bill Clinton from busting out on that Jewish woman's face.
Yeah, definitely not hot enough for that. No.
Damn.
Respectfully.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
Because there was definitely nothing else there.
Shout out to Hillary, man.
Wait, he admitted to doing it, right?
Yeah. Have you seen the artwork in Epstein's house, Hawk, with Bill Clinton?
Oh,
No.
You should look that up.
Bill Clinton
Yeah.
artwork.
Yeah, just
Yo,
look up Epstein art.
Isn't Trump and Epstein like best friends or some shit? I'm not tripping.
Have you heard of fisting?
What's it?
Fisting?
Epstein art?
Yeah, just look up Epstein art. Or just Epstein Bill Clinton painting would probably be more specific.
And this was found in his house?
Yeah, this is in his New York house that was given to him for $1 from the Jewish billionaire Les Wexner.
The background of a photo, right? Oh, Jesus.
I don't see nothing wrong. What? Bill's just he's just cross-dressing, man.
Those shoes do not go with that dress.
Right.
Robin Williams. Nah, what's that?
And then they had another one of George Bush playing like with little kids' toys on the floor. And there's like a plane hitting the two towers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What the hell?
Wow.
It's just Jewish operations. It's just them gloating. There you go.
There it is.
It's they're it's just Jews doing what they do and gloating about it.
George Bush playing with Jenga blocks. The fuck?
Yeah, they're just saying George Bush was a child and we set all that up.
Okay. All right, yeah, this is like very weird.
Did he have any of obesity?
Right. I want to see one of them.
You want to see one of these, man? You want to see that?
I'm just wondering if he had one of Obama.
I want to see Obama in the dress.
I think there was something of Obama in a dress or something. But I know those two for sure were there.
Jeez. Obama
made
in a
it to the island?
dress. Hey, man, make sure y'all support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. Support the channel, guys. Let's see.
And if you want like a real, like the George Bush with the, towers and all that thing, if you want some proof of that, I actually have like a really good link, but it's pretty long. But I'm not.
I don't believe 9/11.
Slow down, Alexander Barrington.
No, I mean, I will actually like give a link that's not rambling bullshit that actually proves my point. But I'm not saying we need to do that, but I'm saying like I actually have information. And I'm not just talking out of my ass.
I saw that video with the guy showing that Obama was following like a male sex toy page on Twitter.
What?
Yeah, Obama was following like a male sex toy page on Twitter.
My God. I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure. Oh, you talking about since he's been? Yeah, I saw that. That was like Instagram or something. He liked something.
Yeah. Obama's out here pooping on meat. No doubt.
Oh, he been pooping on meat. He been doing that.
I'm angry. There's no other way to describe it. Very angry.
Annapolis police are asking for the public to help identify two suspects, a man and a woman, who are accused of assaulting two police officers who responded to 911 calls over the long holiday weekend. According to investigators, those officers were responding to a call for shots fired around 9 p.m. on the 4th of July. They arrived in the 700 block of Newtown.
Annapolis is in Maryland, where the Navy is.
Drive and found a crowd of about 70 people. Investigators say they were attacked and injured by one man when they allegedly tried to stop him from setting off illegal fireworks. And then during that arrest, they were allegedly attacked by a woman who emerged from the crowd, another man, and when the suspects tried to escape in a building, the crowd allegedly surrounded the building and blocked police from making any further arrests.
Sucker punched the officer and tried to take his weapon. I'm outraged. And when we catch him, I'm going to personally see that the justice is swift and certain.
I think it's the sons that should be wearing the cameras.
Mentality. Not only here in Annapolis, we're seeing it in other jurisdictions. Very frightening. You know, in Salisbury, we're seeing it in Philadelphia.
This incident comes one day after a similar one reported in Salisbury. In that case, a large crowd of 300 to 400 people accused of attacking officers who responded to calls for help and then creating a mob scene at the hospital.
The Annapolis police officers who were beaten and nearly disarmed the other night. So what kind of message are we sending to our community when this is happening?
Fuck the cops.
According to authorities, Mr. Brown was charged, faced a judge, and has been released. They are asking members of the public to help identify the other two suspects and are asking anyone with information to submit those tips to Metro Crime Stoppers.
Based on the activity of the crowd, I'm thinking that's probably not too likely.
Or as always, call 1-866.
From that crowd, I'm thinking that nobody's really going to come forward.
I mean, yeah, probably so. Probably not.
You don't know that. They might, right?
Yeah. He's got to, roll the dice, man. Have an open mind and an open heart.
I might win the lottery, too.
Well, I been keeping up with Diddy case.
Is it what? I think the trial is going to be wrapping up soon. I don't know any. I couldn't follow it every day, man. There's so much shit. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Man, Eddie's a fucking freak, dog. That's all I know.
I don't know what's going on, man. Tyler
Perry. look up who his mentor was. I'll give you one guess.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, Clive Davis. Yeah, I know.
All right, hang on. Let me just tuck in all my wires here. Very good.
Oh, good.
Okay. So the zero tolerance, what effect is it having at all on the gang?
You know what I'm saying?
It's really not helping none. You see what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop nothing. Shit still
need
gonna
resources.
Happen. You know what I'm
need
saying?
Resources.
It's really making it worse.
Why?
When they jump out on us and put guns in our face, make us get on the ground, kick us, take our rag, it don't do nothing but make us aggravated. You see what I'm saying? We gonna go take our pain out on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? That's just it.
No, I'm saying
it ain't helping none. If they lock this man up here 15 years flat, what you gonna do when you come out, cuz?
Still be crippin', regardless. Still be crippin'.
We get locked up, we crippin'.
These the niggas that's the most respected.
This is in our blood till we die.
Fool for life.
And lock him up for life then, or execute him. That's all he's telling you.
All in what you do or how you lead your lives?
Nope. Ain't gonna change nothing. I love it. Wouldn't do nothing else in the world.
Still gonna do this crippin', you know what I'm saying?
Get a kick out of it. I like bang. You mean it's not poverty?
Blood killer.
Well, what do you avoid?
This nigga just say I love killing.
There's a drive-by stop.
Oh, we're finna be our whole shit. We finna stop six. It's gonna be our cut.
Look at this yuck mouth ass nigga. God damn.
Has it stopped any of the violence at all? I mean, is that good?
All these niggas got baby mamas.
Y'all know better than us. Have it stopped any of the violence?
Most of them are probably dead by now.
You live here. I figure
it's not gonna stop it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's making it worse. It's making it worse. Every time they jump out on us, we know we can't do none of them.
You're a
so we gonna go
respectful
do something
bunch.
to somebody else.
Take it out on somebody
Like
else.
we can't even walk on our own streets without a law.
Jumping out the car in plain clothes,
harassing us with a gun, and then they ain't gonna do nothing but make us go out and take her out. When they take her out, when they take care of their business, we gonna go take her out. Just like that. That's how we see.
Is there anything anybody could do to get you out of a gang?
No. We don't want to get out. The only way we're gonna get out this cribbing is when we 6 feet up. Like I told you, you ain't gonna stop. You understand?
I'm about this cripping, you know what I'm saying?
That's it. And that's some real.
Never get my shirt
This
that
shit is
white.
so
You're gonna have to
fucking
call Ark
retarded,
again.
bro.
See, we all out here.
Yeah, these dudes are retarded. There's no point in having this
Some
interview.
of
They're
us
not
make
gonna
money,
fucking
some
tell
of
you
us don't,
anything.
but we still a family because we look after each other. We take care of each other. And see, some people we all got.
Hey,
Don't stay like that.
It ain't about no slime, cuz.
It's about a family thing.
It's about us.
oh, big turtle on stage, penis. No.
It's gonna be all us for us all.
This is 1993. Wow, not much has changed. This looks like those blogs, like when the blogger goes to the
Yes, exactly.
looks the same, the exact same shit, man. Wow, except none of these dudes like got Instagram pages or fucking.
I think more funding could fix it though.
Yeah, funding for expansion of prisons. Lock them all up.
You know what? I think honestly, it's not practical, but I think we should embrace this. I think we should. It's profitable. I put them in. They want to kill each other, right? Put them in an arena, televise it, throw some beer commercials in there. I'll watch that shit.
Whoever wins.
I want to see what the kids got to say. The kids at that time.
But
Whoever wins,
Tell me.
okay.
tell me how it makes you guys feel. Look up at me, Tamika. We were doing so well when we were just talking. Just
Harriet
ignoring
Tubman
him.
in the background.
Just talk to me.
I know, right?
I think it makes all the kids feel bad.
How's it make you feel? Get scared? Does it change where you can play, or do you worry
Don't get
about
to play
it?
no more.
How come?
Because it's all gangs. They be going around snatching people.
And you told me you worry you might get beat up. What about you, Megan? Just look at me, Megan. Tell me what do you worry about the gangs? Tell me. Just look at me, sweetie. Tell me what you were telling me earlier.
Megan did?
Does it make you scared? Megan, you're gonna be camera shy on me? All right, Justin. You'll talk to me, won't you? Justin, what do you think about what do the gangs make you feel like?
Mad.
What?
Mad.
They make you mad? Why?
They should be,
They shouldn't be here? Do you worry? Why?
Make me feel bad.
They make you feel bad? Do they make you feel scared? No? How come?
No shit.
Because why?
I ain't told today.
Oh,
So Curtis, will you sit up here again so I can talk to you?
got a little thug right here.
Just take your little sunglasses off for a second so I can see your
Ain't
face
scared
here.
shit.
So Curtis, what do you think about the gangs?
They make me laugh.
You got a shotgun.
Oh
Are you
my
afraid
God.
of them? Why?
Oh, black TVs.
What are you gonna do with that gun?
Well,
So what do you think about the gangs?
They got us. They got a shotgun
Do
toy.
they
and
scare
they
you,
thought about-
Curtis? No?
Got
Curtis,
that
tell me
shotty.
again what you want to be when you grow up.
a police.
Why? What are you gonna do when you're a policeman?
Shoot niggas.
Arrest this motherfucker.
Everybody got camera shy. You guys do good. I know you can do it. Stanley, tell me what all the kids think about the gangs.
Sad.
Sad? Why sad?
Drive-by shooting, snatching people, killing people, breaking in people's cars.
Jesus.
How's that make you feel?
Sad.
What do you think? What
I don't think he
can be done
believes
about
that.
it?
I don't think that's how it makes him actually feel.
I just hope the police get him.
Is it tough being a kid when there's gangs around? Tell me about it.
You just can't play in the front yard. You gotta go in the backyard. Most of the time, you got to stay in the house.
Is it better now that the police have been doing this in the neighborhood? Yeah. Do you get to play outside more? So what do you think about what the police are doing?
A roadblock.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about that? Is that a good idea or bad idea?
Good idea.
Why?
They gonna
Catch some more niggas.
Okay. All right. Thanks. You guys were great. You hope they do it more, Stanley?
Yes.
How old are you?
8.
8 years old. So I guess you're sick and tired of this gang stuff,
It's like a nice, quiet neighborhood.
aren't you?
These kids know how to talk to white people.
Yeah, I bet. Well, maybe if they
You know,
keep
white
this up,
people
you'd
are
be able to play
stupid.
outside more,
And I'll
huh?
buy it.
I bet.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing year after year. It's like white male cops trying to get it under control, white female reporters humanizing the sons and misdirecting the justified frustration, and then sons just being the exact same in perpetuity.
This is literally the exact same shit that's going on now.
And you know what? It'll always be this way.
Yeah.
It don't matter if we're in Jupiter.
Well, I think the country is there comes a point where it's like when the country spirals so far into stupidity, where it's like everyone's quality of life is being affected. I think that's when things will actually revert back to rationality.
I've already you had set a court date. Go downtown, show them that you have a license and insurance and we're carrying it on you at the time.
Yeah, this summer could be kind of a make or break for that kind of behavior too. You know, it's going to get pretty hot, pretty wild, and it might be enough to make real change.
Your tires are also in violation of city code. Citation was not issued for the tires, so if they stick out outside the car frame, they're liable to kick rocks up, get other cars. I want to remind you, keep
this whole thing is staged.
Thank you for your courtesy.
On the police crackdown on the gangs. I know. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying, as a citizen, what do you think of what they're doing? Is it a good idea? Bad idea? I mean, you got a ticket. Is it an inconvenience?
What's all this hairstyle? Was this like a thing? This
What do you
was
think
terrible.
of them setting up the roadblocks?
Oh, is that what it was for?
Yeah,
is
yeah.
You feel profiled and targeted.
Because I'm fixing to go home and get my ID and come right back down the same street.
Well, do you think it's a good idea for them to be doing this to get or not? As a citizen?
What does that have to do with anything about a gang? About them stopping and giving tickets? You'll see what it is that everybody knows the police have to write a certain number of tickets at the end of the month, and that's what they're doing, trying to catch
that's what it is. Yeah.
They never do this to this.
Y'all niggas ain't doing shit. I just
totally
randomly stop.
I think it's such a hot idea.
Well, for what? This still not. As far as gangs go, what is stopping every car gonna do?
Putting niggas in jail where
any
you're supposed to
gang
be.
want to kill anybody, they still have the opportunity as soon as they let them go.
Is it a problem?
Yeah, but that's when you don't let them out.
Deal with the gangs here.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
the problem.
Because I live in
niggas
Arlington,
So you're just driving through and got nailed for a minor.
Yeah, I was on my way to the store, and something told me to bring ID and stuff. But
I got you. Okay, so but you think that the gang problem is more serious
your
than
ID.
that's not going to be stopped? With
Something told them.
Oh yeah.
Something told me, man.
All right, thank you.
Oh my
Called the
god,
law.
what the fuck, man? Jesus. Oh yeah,
I
here
thought
we
they
go.
wasn't allowed to do this anymore.
What's your opinion of what
I
they're saying
guarantee you, he
doing
has at
so that the
least
gang
some
members
weed
won't
in
do
his car.
drive-by shootings?
At
Jersey
least.
girl.
And a warrant?
No
You think it is?
insurance.
It should help. I mean, you know, as bad as it is.
Look at that
But
nose. What
yeah,
the
that's about all
fuck?
I can say.
Is it worth the delay of a few minutes or possibly a ticket at these
Run without a
roadblocks
jaw.
to help get the gangs off the street?
Yeah, I think so.
He has the Andrew Tate, Joe.
You really do.
Could you like express it more in like a full sentence?
Yeah, I think it would help a little bit. I mean, you know, a lot because, you know, the only thing you can do is get the guns off the street. That's about it.
Can you tell us what the purpose of all this is?
Stationary driver's license checkpoint is one of the tactics in the overall strategy that we're using to combat the gang problem, drive-by shootings, and the violence. We stop the vehicles, check everybody for license and insurance, vehicle registration, current inspection, make sure they're in compliance with the traffic code. That gives us an opportunity to deny
Wicked, you're gonna have to call Ock again if
high-speed
we want
avenues
him to
of
come back because
escape
he's gone.
that the gang members would ordinarily use to run from a drive-by shooting. They know that we're here, high visibility, we're out in their
Spending too much
neighborhood,
time on
in the
the
areas where they do drive-by shootings.
It's wearing them
Makes
out.
them avoid this area, and then they'll have to deal with our undercover officers.
Are you sending a message to the gangs?
We hope so. We want to say that they can't carry their guns in their cars and drive up and down the streets of Fort Worth. They have to obey the traffic laws, or they're going to be stopped, they're going to be arrested, their vehicles will be impounded, and their weapons will be confiscated.
Is everyone just sick of these?
That sounds like it'll work.
Shootings?
Absolutely. From our city administration right down to the...
Yo,
that's the perfect plan.
This is 30 years ago.
30 plus years.
I mean, that's only you got to be militant about it, and you can't let people bully you into not doing what needs to be done. That's the only way to go about it.
Can't let them pull the race card on you.
You can't let women. Yeah, you can't let women guilt you. You can't let the sons pull a race card.
Yep.
You have to go straight.
Can't let lawyers
military state.
Yeah, to put public safety over.
Yeah, you can't let Jew lawyers and Jew media personalities tell you how this is all just a convoluted white supremacist plot.
Yeah,
it's oppressor shit.
Yeah, Gladys, y'all can't let these niggas fucking figure out how to put all the blame on this for this shit on y'all, because that's exactly what they're gonna do every time.
Like children. Blame's a hard thing to accept. Accountability, it's tough for a lot of people.
If you let niggas tell it, like all these every last shooting is because it's ultimately because of some shit a white person did hundreds of years ago.
I think the key is more jails, sticking to the book. If it's not going to solve the problem, but it's going to take a lot of off the streets and just put it
definitely
in
not.
Yeah, it'll put a dent in it. It's not like you're never gonna have a period where it's like, oh, whites did more shootings than blacks this year. Oh, no, you're just gonna knock it way down. That's all you can hope to do. But it's every single demographic is working against this, except like conservative glider men.
Well, illuminating, man, that these people had the same issues that we have now. Nothing has changed, really.
Nothing.
Wow.
It's the same complaints too. It's like same rhetoric.
The only thing that's changed is the demographic numbers. That side's getting bigger and another side's getting smaller. That's the sad truth.
Yeah, and the propaganda machine's a lot stronger now. and more pervasive. Like it's firmly established itself in
I'm wondering
universities and media and all that.
Oh, yeah. But don't you feel like that's kind of now being exposed because of all the changes in the media? Wasn't it
But
easier?
yeah, it's falling apart in the past few years. It's finally falling apart, but it's not that it's not that like the right way of thinking is not that pervasive yet.
I'm meeting a lot of Democrats who are sick of it and over that they're quitting the party, you know? They're out, they're getting it. They're starting to realize shit. And I talk with them and kind of share information and point of view, and it's amazing how many people like that I'm meeting just in the last year.
Because of the crime or the trans shit?
I think all the shit, all of it. Yeah, and,
Okay.
and you know, when you talk about crime and then you work in the trans stuff, then you work in the immigration stuff, they start to see a much bigger picture that kind of opens up their heads.
Yeah, it's really funny to watch. Like I'll listen to the Jimmy Dore show a lot, and he's got a huge following. And it's funny to watch his evolution as a dumbass liberal try to make sense of the world, and he still misses the point most of the time. But he's finally, after being beaten over the head with the truth since COVID and BLM and all that, he's finally starting to kind of make sense. And yet it's still so hard for him to string together like a couple rational thoughts.
Yeah.
Like these people are dense as fuck and dumb as fuck.
But I think we all agree, when things continue to get worse and start to affect them on a level where they really experience it or start to see it more clearly, they can be brought around. I'm seeing it amongst family members. You know? I'm surprised at some of the family members I've talked to and where they're kind of coming around, brother-in-laws and stuff.
Wow. This cop, he doesn't seem very racist.
The citizens that live out here in the neighborhood we're in right now, East Fort Worth, all of Fort Worth, tired of the gang members shooting up the streets, killing innocent civilians, innocent citizens that happen to be in the way.
Man, if you're not racist going into that job, I could see yourself definitely coming out racist.
What was it like out here?
Well, it was so bad that in some instances we have families that had their children sleeping in bathtubs at night. They were afraid of the bullets that would come through the house. That's how bad it was.
What do you say to those
Kinda
people who
looks
say,
like
how can writing
Mel
tickets
Gibson.
stop the drive-by shootings?
We say it's one tactic in the overall strategy, that there are many other tactics that we're employing
So
to
they're
try to
writing
identify the key players, the ones that are responsible for the most of the violence, and then we're going to try and prosecute them to the fullest on every charge that we have against them.
How
these
extensive, how
dudes are
strong
like
is
really
this
trying
crackdown on
to
the gangs
stop this
comparative
shit,
to what's going on elsewhere?
and they get blamed for so much shit. I fucking hate
Difficult
it.
for me to say. I haven't been in touch with any of the other agencies on how they're running operations similar to this. Or
Is this one from 93 as well?
From your
Yeah,
standpoint,
this
at
is
least?
the same one.
Yeah.
This is 93. These are the gang members in the city. Some of
That's what I'm
some of them.
Have you been stopped?
Fucking retards. Oh my god.
They stopped me in the middle of the
The
freeway.
fact that these are like the respected
They stopped
people
me
in
in
the
the middle.
neighborhood is very telling about
They're
the type of
whining
people you're
about being
dealing with.
stopped. They're whining about being stopped because the police is, their new initiative at that time. They were trying to like crack down on crime, and these niggas
But if
whining.
we get stopped, they gonna take us to jail.
Chuck Jones.
Pull down our clothes. They pull our clothes down.
Just
in the middle
remember
of
when
the
you talk to
street.
some
Take us-
people,
make
these
us
are like
stand.
they're
You see what I'm
well
saying?
respected individuals in their community.
That's what I'm saying.
Have you been stopped?
I have.
Every time you think about taking some people seriously, just remember that.
using the phone. They stopped me in the middle of the freeway. We can't do nothing without getting messed with.
You can't do nothing, man.
That's what they trying to do. We been here all our lives. How they gonna do it? We been all our lives. We back. You see, all that's over with. We stopped chilling for a minute, but we ain't no more. We ain't no more. They can't run us from here. They can't run us from no more. They can't run us from here no more. We been here all our lives. How they gonna try to make us move? Our mother and father grew up here, so we want to grow where our mother and father grew up at. It's crib for life. They come down here, y'all can't hang, man. You too far from home. This is our home. How we gonna go somewhere else?
Respect
We
my
at home
crippin',
right
man.
now. Where you live, you might live in Las Colinas, but that's your home. You might be around the corner from your house, but that's your home. This is our home. Can't go nowhere. Can't do nothing else.
Stay right here from now.
Stay right here from now.
Ain't no running for no 2 months. We gonna ain't no separating each other for 2 months. We gonna stay here every day.
Is he telling them what to say?
Stay down, right?
Ain't gonna stop till the
We gonna see
casket
down,
drop.
right? Can't nobody else run off. No
You
goddamn
can't tell
way.
me nothing, man.
Well, they do bring up a good point, though. It's hard to go around killing people if there's cops kind of interfering all the time.
Yeah, you can't go around slinging dope and shooting at the ops when there's a cop every 100 yards watching.
Hey, let me ask you this. Back in 93, do you think there was maybe slightly more respect paid for potential victims of your drive-bys? It seems like it's worse now. There's just much more.
I think right now, yeah, they have different type of guns too. Like these guys have the switch, the handgun switch. These guys would have had to, they would have had to have a machine gun, a Uzi, a AK-47,
sawed off.
These guys nowadays, they have those handguns with the switch and the extended clip.
Right.
It's just like it makes them so much more dangerous. You can unload a whole clip in like a second and a half out of a Glock or out of a you know what I'm saying?
So it's kind of the gun's fault, really, all those stray bullets.
Yeah,
I mean, who can control such a thing?
Exactly, it's the gun's fault.
You got to get those guns off the streets. That's the problem.
Yeah, these motherfuckers are crazy though. These salute to everybody out there, man. Make sure y'all support the channel. Shout out to Douglas Chunks.
They told everybody who they invited to the meeting not to bring any weapons. They didn't have any weapons, and they don't believe in weapons. They keep no weapons in their homes. That's where they live.
Police fired first, then.
If they didn't have no weapons, I don't know who else. It could have been somebody else. I don't know. I don't know who fired first. I couldn't say.
So I would have to say it was a black man who fired the shot.
But they were armed?
They were armed. A couple of them were armed. I saw a couple of the black men armed myself.
Because we are not sure, and because the information we have, we're just going to play it by ear, and we're going to hope that these people who would have some desire to come into Baton Rouge to create, they're going to find out that this is going to be the worst place in the world to come if they are looking for trouble.
He sounds like a racist. He's one of those Southern racists. We can all hate them.
Wherever you go, there you are.
To demonstrate that we're ready to die Muslims from what our accident started. And I guess to ask me what happened.
That's real hair,
taking
right?
up a whole lot of things because a whole lot of important things that happened.
Not a wig, right? That's not like a funny plastic thing he's
Before
wearing.
the
That's his actual hair.
confrontation, no one knew what was going to happen, and no one know what really happened, and no one knows what probably will happen in the near future. The black Muslims that were here, this is what they told us that they were. Black Muslim, well-disciplined black men were here to demonstrate that we're ready to die Muslims, from what I can understand. And they were here to demonstrate that the attitudes of white people will project them into actually attacking them, and possibly whatever goals they had of dying, that it would really happen right here in Baton Rouge. And they choose Baton Rouge to kick off a campaign that would possibly start over whole North America.
What kind of a campaign?
Ready to die. I guess they would probably do similar things to show that white racism will cause black people to die. This is some of their teaching.
They actually told you that yesterday they were going to die?
They actually say that they were ready to die, and they would die here today, or either the white man or them would die, one of the two.
Mr. Williams, could you, do you agree with the police accounts of this incident?
The police accounts?
Yeah.
Well, I really couldn't say, because the guys came here to die, and the police started shooting, and that's what they wanted. That's what they expected. They knew this was going to happen because it always does. And just like old times, it did.
So this is Baton Rouge race riots.
I don't remember these.
Jeez.
I don't remember.
Baton Rouge is a shithole.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's just like New Orleans, just ruined.
Oh.
They didn't fire me on something. Okay. What about the jobs, Papa? What about
Okay, for an association working in one united way to make the community aware.
What's the unemployment situation right now here?
Right now, they'll send us to employment office, and they'll do 3 runarounds because
We have more money
down
here
to have more jobs for people. Then we can have employment for us. That's what we need is more money down here. That's true. If without no money, without no funds, without the government, you know what? The jobs we have now for the state we work, they only hire 2 from each gang. What good is that gonna do? You know? No, while the associations, what I mean, but if we have more down here, more money, then we can hire more people, and that way we can run this organization better. Let me ask you one question, Geraldo. Why is it that last year when we were filming here,
They're all so drunk.
everything looked marvelous, except we were not on our project yet. Now, when we do it now, and they see the power that we get from the top of the streets to the bottom of the streets, all together, all of a sudden it changes a different picture. From now on, we can stop police, we can stop community efforts. One question they asked me before was, why so many gang members? Why so many people have to belong to gangs? Gangs is not the answer. But why can the police have auxiliary? Why can the service have servicemen? Why can the Kiwanis Club have the Kiwanis Club? Why can the Chamber of Commerce have Chamber of Commerce? Why can the technicians from Hollywood just have the technicians from Hollywood? Why can't we have our own gang? This is away from us. Never.
We've been fighting for it for a long time. We're fighting for it. You can right here. Why are they gangs? Why are you getting involved?
Well, the whole thing is, okay, we'll put it this way. Okay, we were young. Okay, when I was young, I wasn't from the neighborhood before. Okay, when I was about 15, I was going to, I lived right there in the city of Commerce. I went to Roosevelt. I could have gone into different neighborhoods, different schools that I went to. All right. The whole thing is, I've always lived right here. When my roots are right here, and the whole thing is, my aunt owns a property right here and also right here. The whole thing is, I'm living here, and I've been brought up here in the environment that we have had right here. Okay. The whole thing is, I've seen a lot of heart and a lot of people, which everybody that went to school, we've been together. Okay, we've always lived together, and we'll stick together right here. See, the whole thing is, we don't start nothing any kind of place that, okay, somebody else could yell out their neighborhood. All right, we're with you. All right, everything's okay.
But plus the East Side is together.
But everything, we're together. But the whole thing
let me ask you.
Okay.
A couple of months, you have a couple of kids, right?
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, somebody came with a shotgun and blew a hole in your house.
Oh, yeah, they did.
So what about your family? What about the violence directed? What about
well, we don't want violence. See, a lot of people are tired of it.
We're afraid.
No, nobody's afraid. See, the whole thing is, we've been living in this environment for so long that it's a regular routine. That, you know what, if gunshots are right here, everybody's aware of it, and everybody's already ready for any little thing that's going to come down, because 24 hours a day, at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is, it'll be right there. See, so anybody's ready for anything to take care of this neighborhood. And the whole thing is,
the cops
we don't like violence.
No. Hey, the cops know. The cops know.
They know we don't care for violence. We're trying to.
The police and the cops.
Oh, okay. Well, we're trying to cut all this out, all this violence. Okay, we started with Mariana. Okay, before I went to the joint, everything was all right with them. All right, I got it to the joint. What happened? There was violence there. All right, now everything's cool with them. There's a peace treaty, and the Federation did it. And everything. We see them. They stay away. We stay away, and everything's cool. Now it belongs with different neighborhoods. Now that we're trying to get together to do something for the community also, here.
in Maravilla instead of everybody killing each other.
When does the killing stop? When does the shooting stop?
Oh well, it just takes a slow process. Sure, it's not gonna go just overnight. You could say, well, you know what, we're gonna try to do this, and overnight everything's gonna stop, because that's out of the question. You know, little by little. You know, like we have people that have gotten killed here. We have people that have gotten killed in different neighborhoods from different neighborhoods. Okay, they could do it. They could do it right here. But you know what? One thing is, I'm gonna say one right now, is that we are trying to stop everything that is of any kind of violence. Stopping it. They're trying to get together.
What you just said.
Just like United States and Russia and Germany did, you know, that'll be a good thing, because you know what, like now, like Squire was saying, that we were fighting with the guys from Mariana, but now our association and us, we got ourselves together. We play football with 10, 15 gangs now. Play football. Months and months. It took about a year really to get that going. But now that we established, you know, ourselves together to play football, we want to start playing basketball. We want to start playing football. But the thing is, like, you know, we have roller skate. The thing is that, you know, the main thing down here we need, if we can have somebody who would support us and give us more jobs, and at least hire more consultants and more workers, and have more money and funds down here for the youth, I think it'll stop a lot faster. That's what we really need. They were trying to prove, like, you know, like if a person would be coming in a car like that with 3 in it, you know, how are they supposed to know?
Squire, aren't you afraid for your family?
Well, wake up! Wake up! Well, anybody is, but you know, we're all brought up in this environment, like I said, and we're all used to it. You see, and the whole thing is that everybody's aware. I teach my old lady how to shoot, you know, and things like that. You know, I do that for one thing, is because I know that if I'm not here, and you know what, I'm shooting from that corner over here. Okay. As soon as I know that I get
Oh man. What's up, man? What's up, man?
Yeah,
What's
I
up,
just
bud?
want to
The
say,
floor is yours. The floor is yours, man. Go ahead.
yes, what I'm saying is these people, these hombreros, it's no different than some people. They always say this buzzword, our community, our community. You will never say that, or you will never hear that from the glider, because they're so focused on themselves. These people, they are focused about people around them, people who look like them. It's always about our community, our community.
Well, yeah, that's true. Community, and the community is nothing communal. There's nothing. These people are just. But yeah, salute to these Mexicans, man. Look at these goddamn Mexicans out here, man. They tough as shit, man. These Mexicans were I guess, upstanding citizens, man.
I'm sure they're all like working on cars and doing HVAC and whatever else. You know, they're probably moved on with their lives from that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All things considered, these Mexicans are better than sons.
Mm.
The most
If,
sons.
if gliders have to give up the country and they get to pick the group, I would go with them burritos. If we're gonna lose it, fishes in the back.
At least they will be able to maintain somewhat, right?
Fishers in the back.
Who?
Fisherman.
Oh.
He gave up because you slept.
Yo, I don't. So just for the record, I posted 3 links in your fucking chat, and one of your fucking faggot mods deleted all 3 of them.
Mm.
There must be a juice crew on the mods.
Mm.
What was
So
the
shout
mods
out to
do?
whoever you were.
What was your links? What was your links
It was
about?
stuff that I was talking about earlier,
Well,
related to Epstein and all that. They deleted all 3 of them. So fuck you, whoever you were.
we're gonna have to.
Fuck that moderator.
We're gonna
Fuck
have to
that.
get into that at some point, man. We're gonna have to get into that at some point. All that
Yeah, I
stuff.
mean, I'm not trying to like co-opt your show or whatever. You do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
It's
please
fine.
don't
But
delete
like,
it. So
you're
people
gonna
have
sit there and
access.
fucking delete shit in the chat because you don't like it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fucking
Hey,
juice
Fisherman, do you
crew.
have a channel?
No, I've had 2 deleted.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. It just so like all of you out there in Ox chat that think, it's totally based in whatever, and it's not Ox fault necessarily. No, the fuck it ain't.
I'm seeing M626M and Bill. So it's either of the two.
I mean, there could be others that aren't posting in the chat but are monitoring the chat.
Yeah, fuck that.
But I posted 3 links. Every single one of them got deleted.
Mm.
Okay.
Wow.
You can't delete these. Fuck the Jews crew. And I hope Israel falls in the next few years. Fuck them.
Wow.
Delete that. And all you Jews crew lovers should all die. In my opinion. In my honest, loving opinion.
Oh, now
You guys
they're
are
saying
demons.
that links aren't allowed in the chat. Great. I wonder why that is.
Deluxe 247 is saying you have to. It looks like you might have to be a mod to post links in the chat.
I wonder why.
Not a mod.
He says YouTube auto hides it.
You have to comment so I can make you a moderator.
It's unreal, man. Like, it's unreal the fucking hoops you have to jump through to actually get through shit. They won't let me super chat either because I was going on really big channels and super chatting like not kosher stuff on big channels. And they blocked me after I did that. They just made it impossible to where it won't accept my payment at all.
Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy.
And it's not like Israel's about to get us into fucking World War III. So, heaven forbid somebody come across as obsessed.
During the 19th.
Look at before integration. Look at these white people. Jeez.
These are the jobs Americans don't want to do anymore.
What?
Picking vegetables, working the farms.
Wow. Wow.
You can add
we'll see
to the
the,
jobs that Americans
what's
don't
that?
want to do anymore is you can add to the list of the jobs that Americans don't want to do anymore is drive a fucking semi with no knowledge about the streets at all, like like illegals do, like Pachels do, and some South Americans do, and also raping little kids. That's also some of the jobs that some
something we're
Americans
farming out to
don't want to do
immigrants.
anymore.
What's happened to America?
Yeah.
We're busy transing little
Immigration,
kids.
legal
We don't have
or
time to
illegal.
rape them.
Shit. Why did you guys let that happen?
Who has time to actually sexually assault a kid when you've invested so much time in trying to change their gender?
Right.
We've moved on.
Right. There you go.
You got to let the immigrants have that work, or you're a racist.
Do you remember those scorching summer days before air conditioning became a part of everyday life? When the pavement seemed to melt, the air felt heavy, and stepping outside meant instantly breaking a sweat. For those who lived through it, that heat is impossible to forget.
Nice times.
It seeped into every brick, every wooden floorboard, shaping daily life in ways most today can't imagine. In this video, we're going to revisit those blazing summers and uncover the clever, determined, and sometimes surprising ways people stayed cool. Let's turn back the clock and rediscover the art of surviving summer before the luxury of AC changed everything. Ancient methods. The modern air conditioning we know today is actually a relatively recent invention, but humans, they've been finding ways to cool themselves and their living spaces for thousands of years. It's been a long-standing battle against the heat. Let's look back at ancient civilizations. They were incredibly smart and innovative. Did you know, even in ancient Egypt, they had simple yet effective cooling techniques? Imagine this: a mud brick house in Egypt, the sun beating down. To cool down, they would hang mats made of reeds or linen fabric, which had been soaked in water, over their windows. When wind blew through these damp screens, the evaporating water would draw heat from the air, bringing cool, moist breezes into the room. This is the basic principle of evaporative cooling, a technique still used in some places today. It didn't create cold air like AC, but it definitely made a significant difference in the dry desert heat. Further west, the ancient Roman Empire also had quite remarkable cooling techniques. They built complex aqueduct systems. Some systems even had water flowing through the walls of their homes. The cool water would absorb heat from the walls, making the interior space much more comfortable. Think about it. It was a form of ancient, radiant cooling, using the stable temperature of groundwater to combat the heat outside. It was a wonderful combination of engineering and natural resources. And in medieval Persia, they developed distinctive architectural structures called wind catchers. These tall structures were designed to capture wind and funnel it down into underground water cisterns below the house. As the air passed over the cool water surface, it would be cooled and pick up moisture, then be drawn back up and circulated into the living spaces. This was a natural ventilation system combined with evaporative cooling and utilizing the stable temperature of the earth. It created a flow of cool, fresh air circulating throughout the house, effective even on days without strong winds. It's proof that humans understood the importance of moving air and using water for cooling early on. In Asia, particularly ancient China, fans were a familiar cooling tool from very early times. Not only did they have elegant handheld paper and silk fans, but they also developed large fan systems powered by humans or water, often used in palaces or large spaces. Even if it was just moving air, a gentle breeze on a hot summer day was enough to provide instant relief. Even as late as the 17th century, Dutch inventor Cornelis Drebbel experimented with a method of cooling air by adding salt to water to increase the evaporative effect.
Wow. This was a great show, man. Salute to Douglas Chunks, man, sponsoring the show, man. Thank you, Douglas Chunks. Any final thoughts?
I hope everybody had a great Juneteenth week. And again, I have to thank Yakub for all he's done to create me. I understand that I am supposed to be his sworn enemy, but I'm grateful for all he's given me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And good night to the chat. That's
Same black time, same black channel. I'm out of here. Subscribe to the channel.